How is it going today? Whew. Rough day here in America. Had some bad news about a missing girl, but kind of a national, almost international story. But not a happy camper about that. But other than that, what's up in everybody's world? Hey, Lord Explorers. Sorry, everyone. We're doing a bunch of We're doing a bunch of renovation. Yeah, Lord Explorers, I finally got it fixed. YouTube was screwing around. It was a YouTube fault. Boy, surprise. Hey, Jessica, how's it going? Hey, Chris. Jess. Abandoned Yesterdays. Hey, how's it going with you guys? Yeah, well, wait and give some people time to come in on the stream, and we will go from there. But we are going, hey, Cindy, we're going to review a video tonight from Abandoned Yesterdays. They're a group I've been following, well, actually over a year before I was on YouTube. I'll tell you what, Scotland seems to have a lot of good explorers. Sheesh. Three explorers I follow, and a couple of them I really consider really good friends are from Scotland. In fact, for a little while there, me and Pajerico, a little afraid we are going to be related. I've got a huge family from Scotland. Hey, Brian, how's it going, man? Hey, Brian, check your normal channel. Try coming on here. I think it might be fixed. Hi, Jamie. I know that for some of you guys, I do appreciate when people in England and Scotland and New Zealand and Australia and everybody come here, and a few people from Ireland. I really appreciate it. I know time zones really suck. I try to set this time because actually in America, it's a little early when I get most of my audience from America, but I'm not here just for audience. And, I'm here to, meet with people. So I set it at 5:30 here in America where some people are still at work, but then that makes at least a chance for somebody in the other time zones to come on. Brian, I don't know if you heard me, but check out, see if Rogue Exploration can come in under your other channel because I think it's fixed. I did find out what happened, so. How's everybody's exploring been going? I've been a little lax in the last 7 days. I've been doing some work on the house, but Lord Explorers, oops. Wow. Yeah, Lord Explorers, I'm going to do the review here, and I'll give a few more people a little time. You know how it is. I start up, talk a little. Lord Explorers and I are going to do some exploring together this Sunday. And I'm actually really looking forward to it because I'm getting the itch. It's only been 5-6 days since I've been out, and it's driving me nuts. Yeah, so since Lord Explorers has to leave at 6:15, I'll try to make sure I get Abandoned Yesterday's video in before that so he can definitely watch it. For those of you who aren't familiar with Abandoned Yesterdays, they are a Scottish exploring group. I don't know, Urbexy, one of them is here. At least one of Abandoned Yesterdays is here. But I've been watching them for a long time, and I like them because they have a lot of fun. Some people may call them an older group, but I know explorers, as I've mentioned before, from the age of 15 clear up to 75 or 76 years old. They're nowhere near that, but they really enjoy what they do, and I like that, and they keep showing me places I don't see here, just like Pajerico and Urbexy, and a lot of the rest of you do. Oh, Lord Explorers, no big deal, man. I mean, I can't wait to explore with you. Also, I saw your last video. Pretty cool. I would have gone up to the cave and yelled inside. Just ask permission, maybe. But yeah, that's a good place, man. Oh, cool. Abandoned Yesterdays. Okay. So, anybody get out and do some stuff in the last few days or so? I've been missing exploring for 5-6 days. I'm enlarging my wife's pantry downstairs, building a whole new wall and fun stuff. So, yay. That's what I've been exploring. And being an auto mechanic, sometimes home repair or upgrading is not my thing. Let's see here. If you haven't or are not familiar with Abandoned Yesterdays, check them out. It's up to you whether you want to join their channel or not. I never tell anybody. I don't do that join for join crap. If you like their explorers, please join them. Me personally, I think you won't be disappointed. Everybody talk everybody up or check everybody out, but only join channels you are interested in. dead subs, I guess, are not good for YouTube or creators. I also, as I say every time, please give me a thumbs up on this and any stream you're on for anybody or anybody's video you're just watching. Take that second and make sure you give them a thumbs up. It does matter to YouTube algorithm. And if you're on anybody's stream, I've been saying it before I was monetized, long before I even thought of being monetized. If you go to a channel and they have a, 10 to 30 second ad, at least it's not my channel. I'll watch at least one ad a day, please. Help support YouTube. That keeps the advertisers off YouTube's back, which keeps YouTube off our back. I mean, trust me, I'm not making money. I'm not going to live off this. But help keep YouTube in happy shape. Foogie Faye. How's it going today? Uh-oh. Exploring with Jay. Some of us have another exploring trip. Me, Tenzo Roku, and Lord Explorers are going to Gary, Indiana on September 5th. And Exploring with Jay does not look like he will be able to make it. I'm sorry, Jay. Hey, Jay, is there any chance you can come and explore with us for a little bit, then leave and get back in time? You're not that far away. Let me know. Anybody else got any news going on? And anything you'd like to ask anybody else or me? One thing I want to mention before we get started on the video, I want to wish Pajerico a happy birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, August 20th. And I somehow missed it. I was out working in the house till late. So, happy birthday, Pajerico, who is probably kind of like my Yoda on YouTube. He's definitely been kind of my, or maybe not my Yoda. How about my Obi-Wan Kenobi on YouTube? But also, I had the 1 year anniversary of my channel happened on the 16th, 17th. Actually, the 17th of this month. Didn't realize it till my wife mentioned, hey, here's the 1 year of your channel. I'm like, oh, cool. And today is my birthday. So, me and Pajerico meeting on YouTube, halfway around the planet. His is the 20th, mine's 21st. What is it? What are the chances? I love it. Can't beat that. By the way, what they're talking about, some of you in Scotland, overseas, and some of my New Zealand friends are here. We have forest fires out west, and some of the smoke is starting to travel across the country. We actually have air quality warnings here halfway across the country because of it. So, bleh. It's getting a little better, though. Thanks, Lord Explorers. Thank you, Urbexy. Make sure you stop by Pajerico's channel and give him a belated happy birthday. Thank you, Foogie Faye, and everybody else. And for those of you who sent me messages saying happy birthday, I appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah, so I got 2 trips coming up soon. One to Chicago with Lord Explorers, another one, Lord Explorers, and another Nintendo Roku to Gary. Then a few weeks after that, going to Detroit and Ohio. Don't know if I'm going to make Pennsylvania on that trip, but we'll see. Thanks. Hey, Rogue Exploration. Yep, it worked. Your channel works here now. Okay. Jamesy. Oh, okay. Jamesy, how's it going? Yeah, I'm glad. I appreciate you guys at Abandoned Exploration. Yeah. For Abandoned Yesterdays for letting me, preview one of your videos here. Whoops. That's my ringtone. Wow. If that's not a telemarketing call, I don't know what is. I appreciate it for you guys let me review your video here for everybody. And as usual, I encourage you to make comments. If there's anything you think maybe they could have done better, let them know. I don't think you're going to find a lot. I think you're going to have a good time. They've been doing this for a good while, but I do appreciate it. Jimmy, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Well, if everybody's ready, or Tenzo Roku, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to keep the chat in your eyeball, though. You know, Tenzo Roku, getting ready for our trip, man. Looks like Exploring with Jay may or may not be able to go. Nathan likes drums. How's it going? Well, if anybody's ready, I will, because I know a couple people have got a limited amount of time, and I appreciate you even coming by. And I thank you for the birthday wishes for me and Pajerico both. I know he's a little more shy about it, but he said I could announce his birthday on here. Yeah, Abandoned Yesterday's, and also Abandoned Yesterday's. Feel free to talk on the chat during the video, and if you ever want me to stop someplace, I try to watch the chat as much as possible, so I can stop and you can talk about some part. So, Richard's Reality, just in time, Richard. We are getting ready to review a video from Abandoned Yesterday's, and thank you very much for the birthday wishes, and I will pull this up. As you know, it takes me a second because my encoding software likes to erase my setting point. So I always have to retype it in. Hey. And it also likes to be a crab about it like that. Okay, here's their channel, everybody. Got 1,700 subscribers. They're doing pretty good. Come on, there we go. And this is what we're going to be doing right here. Abandoned School Scotland is their newest one, and I like it. The beginning to me is just funny. But as you can see, they got a nice range of stuff going on here. And let's dig into this puppy.
Hi, how we doing, everybody, and welcome to Abandoned Yesterdays. We're now on location. I'm with Fuggy.
Sorry, it didn't restart right at the beginning.
On location, I'm with...
I don't know why, I'm going to restart.
Hi, how we doing, everybody, and welcome to Abandoned Yesterdays. We're now on location. I'm with Fuggy Faye and the Quiet Man, who are hiding around the corner being arseholes. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to the videos. We'll just go in just now and we'll get round about it. We hope you enjoy. So I'm just going to keep this video running because there's some people are saying that my videos are too short. You fucker. Oh, pardon my French. It's what?
That's okay, Abandoned Yesterdays. I don't mind. As everybody on here knows, I only worry about copyright music.
You're scaring the crap out of me. I'm off a jumpy today. Just watch your feet down here, it's bad. You got your light on, James?
Right.
Watch the floor spongy.
Sex,
I think we need to go up the stairs this time, James, eh? Eh? Behind you. Eh? So this building we're in used to be a children's hospital. I think it was residential, was it not, Jane? Don't know what I talked to him for because he never answers me. What? We did twice. If you heard James answer me, leave a comment because I didn't. You're a fan belt. The stairs up, but just watch because there's no floor up the stairs. Hear me? Don't go through doors unless you check your feet. Yeah, I put a light on. James, you stay there, hold on. Next. That's the floor starting to go in there for. Oh, he's missing. Nobody phone the police.
Put the light on.
Just watch, there's no floors up there, James.
That's Urbex Pajerico.
Burpin Mariner boys, is that like abandoned military kids?
That was a good. Just
Just be careful.
another staircase.
It's what?
Another staircase.
Another stair.
Wow, this place. How much of this is natural decay? How much is vandalism?
As I said before, why can't we collect stamps or something?
Oh.
It's what? It'd be a whole lot easier. I'm too old for this crap now. Just to let you know, that's where Faye is, down there somewhere.
Some of the graffiti.
As
Why
you
is
can
nobody
see, this
like?
is why we're taking caution.
Why is nobody
because the
saying I
floors
love
are really
Mickey
bad.
Mouse? There's gotta be something like that.
Just be careful when you're going up here anywhere, James. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Cindy, it is nice and big, plenty to see. I mean, look at that ceiling stuff hanging down. That is like every horror movie you've ever seen, the ceiling looks like that. Well, it's a good thing you got there abandoned yesterday's, because then you guys are
Really
preserved
not that
this.
much to see, isn't there?
Wow.
No?
Layers of paint. I like how the paint on the red doors is still in amazing shape. They should use more of that paint.
Come straight from a shit house.
Ladies.
Same here, Richard. With my lungs, I'm not supposed to forget, but I have before. That's why I got sets in my backpack now.
Excuse me, don't be racist. It's a chalkboard. It's a chalkboard.
Can't say blackboard. No problem, Cindy.
Good work.
Oh, that's nice.
Says it on the board.
Academy had been. That's it all.
Stop kidding when you went to real school.
I think there was a pool.
Ah,
With the Queen. James, you're going out my road, you're walking as if you've shit yourself.
On the test, but maybe not one.
you push him down, nice.
But,
I should have checked out the phone up there.
but,
We bumped on that.
I know.
Yeah, I have to wear masks when I mow the grass because of my lungs,
Don't know, but it's also not good for it.
and it fogs my glasses.
So
There's that
we just
ceiling
realised
light.
we're walking
That is
into-
so creepy.
We own that, so there's basically nothing there. Wasn't got there.
Hi, Francis Spirits and Kitties.
Phil, you shut your eyes, there's dirty things in the wall.
Yeah.
I said the wall, you can't sit that, leave it. Ooh.
You want me to go first?
This way, they're staying.
Steve?
Remember, if you get murdered down there, I'll do your funeral for mate's rates.
Right.
Right, bye.
Night sausage all the lots if you stay calm. Oh!
Not just a story room.
You owe it.
I don't know, there's a fucking black bin bag sitting in it.
Black bag sitting.
Oh, you just made Richard happy. He's got a dungeon.
Oh, really, but...
Got it?
Aye, just storage. That was actually.
James.
Right, you want me to hide under here, you can do the stay and I'll go, wah! Eh?
You don't need to hide and jump it, you just need to see it, dial.
I'm from Pajerico.
Well, GG, I've seen a lot of dead raccoons and stuff.
No, because I'm running the new.
I'm flying.
I'd like to see you running.
I'd like to see you getting up with yourself without my boot in your mouth.
What's that?
Yeah, it does, Urbexy, I agree.
That's the bit we're in, the kitchen bit.
Alright.
Aye, we've been in this up.
That bag looked like it had a face. First, I thought that Gigi saw it before me. Or Gigi?
No,
I'm saying it right. Wow.
Huh?
Stuff laying around.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, we're in that way there.
How much do you edit Abandoned Yesterdays?
Right, the last time you talked, this was one doing, did I put them up? Mm-hmm. Mine's up one doing.
Wouldn't believe you if you're knickers at your ankle. You're an owl, right?
What?
An owl just flew by.
Oh, the basketball hoop's cool.
I said that I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah. Danny Carpenter.
It is one.
As it's through there, just a...
Just a garden bit. So there you have it. Just a quick walk through. We can't get up onto the top level. Obviously you've seen the floors. But we went up as high as we could. This place is due for demolition very soon. So I think this will be our last time here. Again, thank you for watching Abandoned Yesterdays. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. I have two videos coming up. I'll put this one on tonight. I also have the one that we used to use before Abandoned Yesterdays changed its name. It used to be called Flow Patrol. And I found a video of the Fever Hospital, so I'll try and get that up sometime this week. Again, thank you for watching Abandoned Yesterdays. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
How can this go wrong? Oh. There you go, guys. Thank you very much. That was great. Great way to close the to open it and close it. That was great. Pajerico, happy belated birthday, my friend. I was telling everybody earlier, kind of cool that I meet a friend in Scotland that I've got a birthday within a day of, and I have huge amounts of family from Scotland. Thank you very much, Abandoned Yesterdays. That was a great explore. And actually, now I have to up my respect level even more. I can't time my videos properly to be one cut. We film, and we film like crazy. Sean and I are like squirrels. And we film so much. There's times we have, like I said, a couple places we've got 15 hours of footage. So I have to edit down. The fact that you guys can do it in one cut and be that just that thorough and everything, that's respect, man. That is cool. Thanks. Hey, Pajerico. Yeah, Pajerico, good evening. Sorry. I saw the first part. Yeah, Pajerico, I've been watching these guys since before I was on YouTube. So it's kind of natural. I really wanted to get them on here, so that's great. Having them show a video, and man, I'm still shocked that you guys can do that in one cut. That video, uncut, just straight through, is better set up and done than a lot of us who edit. That's almost, I love exploring so much, that almost gives me goosebumps that you guys can do that. Dude, you don't, wow. Dude, but it's both our birthdays, dude. You can't do that. Thank you. Thanks, man. You've been like, honestly, when Pajerico says that, he has been like a brother to me. He's the first person to respond to any of my videos when I started my channel 1 year and 4 days ago. And I've been talking to him ever since. He's been, wow. Actually, Pajerico, I might send it back to you. Or I'll wait till another time and get you, man. I do appreciate it, though. But I might. It's hard to take a birthday gift from a friend who's getting a birthday at the same time. Abandoned Yesterdays. I just can't think enough how you guys filmed that with one cut. Jericho, man, you're making me... I'm good at live stream, but you're making me blush. Thank you, man. Jeez. Your cuts clipped after 16 minutes. My camera will film as long as I want without cutting, but I cut my own film. I cut my clips at 5 to 10 minutes. Because, man, if you're filming a 40-minute, an hour-long clip, it's hard to edit. Wow, I mean, jeez. Oh, you're going to do a live stream. You'll do one sooner or later. You'll do one, and I'll commando you. I caught you on 1 or 2. You need to do more live streams. You're actually very good at them. I think someday we're going to do hangouts on here. You're going to have to come on here. The 2 of us can do a live on here on this show. I think that'd be great. What do you guys think? Think Pajerico should do a live on here sometime with me? Maybe pull in one from America, one from Scotland, and one from New Zealand of the guys that have been with me right from the beginning of my channel. Do a little 2 or 3 person live event. Well, Fugi Faye, you guys do an amazing job. That's something I'm telling you right now. If you go talk to I'd say probably 95% of the explorers on here, they cannot do a single cut film that good. I don't know how often you guys can do a single cut like that. How often you have to edit. But I've seen some of your stuff. There's other ones like that where I look at it and go, wow, that looks like a piece, just one. Ray the Fam, how's it going? Yeah. Thank you, Pajerico. Honestly, I mean, I'm not... No joke. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, my brother. Maybe we have to study our families a little more. For all we know, there was a link there. Oh, man. But yeah, what do you guys think? I really am. I'm wondering, you guys think I should get Pajerico on here and maybe a dude behind the camera, Urban Kiwiana, and do a little round table? I don't know, Chris. I'm not familiar with Tumwater Brewery. You know the place. You scout it before you try. If you don't think you can do it yourself, find a partner. It's something I can't tell you from where I'm at. And when I've explored places, I do explore a lot alone. But I scout places. If it's something don't think is safe enough, or I need help with, or some climbing or something involved where 2 people may be needed, then don't do it. But scout it out and check it. Everybody on here will tell you, scout a place if you're worried about it. Sometimes Sean and I have gone driving around, just walked into a place and we found it. But it's usually, I don't do dead explores in big places like that if it looks dangerous by myself. I said usually. Sometimes. Gary, Indiana was a little sketchy by myself, but been doing it a while. So, Chris, you're very new to it. It's a big place. If you're not sure how safe it is inside, considering you're new to doing this, please, yes, get somebody to go with you. Or at the very least, let somebody know where you're going to be so they don't hear from you by a certain time, they can send somebody to help you. Yeah, there you go, Rebexy. There you go. Yeah, see, Richard agrees with me 100%. Just, you keep it, you scout it out and see what you think. But yeah, if the floors look bad and you're alone, man. Yeah, see, all the explorers that have been doing this a long time will tell you, be careful. Err on the side of caution. Some people get hurt because they get too cocky or arrogant or whatever else. And honestly, I love exploring. I don't want to die doing it. Of course, I guess compared to some other things you could die of, I guess it'd probably be higher on the list. But yeah, you got Chris. You got people on here that've been exploring for decades. I'm not the only person. I know for a fact Urbex Pajerico, they've both been exploring probably as long as I have. In fact, I think as long, if not longer. Richard's been exploring a good long time. Cindy's been an explorer a long time. In fact, Cindy, I'm sorry. Please don't beat me up for this. Cindy's probably been exploring longer than I have. A good amount longer. Oh, see, there you go, Chris Peck. Chris, look at what Abandoned Yesterday said right below you in the chat. She opened the door and the roof fell in. Wow. Well, hey, think of it this way, guys. If the roof falls in when you open the door, I don't know if there's anything else that can fall on you. You pretty much took care of everything overhead. Whoo. Exactly, Pajerico. Yeah, Chris, whatever you do, don't give the news media a reason to hate on YouTube, because, boy, they just look for reasons anymore to hate on YouTube. It's almost like they love finding problems with YouTube. Did you get the roof coming down on camera? That'd be a heck of a exploring rule shot. Whew. Don't go alone. Look up, look down. Wow. Good reflexes, Foogie. Whew. Now, see, Chris, see what they were saying there? You got to scout it out, man. If it looks unsafe, do not go alone. If it looks solid and safe, and you're still a little worried, let somebody know where you're going to be. And if you're not, did I hear from you by a certain time? Send help or call you. Oh, woo. That's a good idea, Urbexy. Hey, Lord Explorers, thanks, man. I will talk to you more in probably tomorrow about Sunday, okay? So I can't wait to explore with you this Sunday. I mean, I'm itching. I'm itching pretty bad to get out there. Get up to your corner of the state. Let's see, sorry, I'm catching up again here. No, didn't take pictures. Too busy running. See, that's when you have the GoPro mounted on your head, and it gets that. It not only gets the roof coming down, it gets the colorful metaphors you say as you run away. Chris, pay attention. Richard is giving you many more pointers. The buzzing things, yeah. If you're in any place, you hear a lot of buzzing, back away. A lot of times, yeah, you got wasp nests, but yeah, perimeter check. Maybe if you think scout a place and know the ups and downs of getting in and out. Watch out for transients. Maybe announce yourself if you're inside. I've mentioned before, I actually announce out loud. It's also for my safety, but also because I don't want to surprise anybody. I announce out loud in a lot of places I explore that I'm an urban explorer, there to film. I'm not there to mess with anything, cause any damage, bother any place they may be living in or any of their stuff. And I also tell them I'm live streaming. A lot of people don't want to mess with you if you're live streaming because they'll be caught live on broadcast camera. So that makes it seem like maybe they should avoid you if they don't want to be in front of the camera. They don't want to mess with you because they'll be caught live. No problem, Pajerico. Pajerico, how'd your vacation trips go, man? You were off finding some explorers in other parts of the country there. Saw some great pictures on Instagram. Enjoyed that. Yeah, Richard is laying out, Chris. Get a pen and paper, write this stuff down. Richard is laying out some really good rules for you, so is everybody else. Until you really get this into your head and you've been doing this a while, you may want to write these down, no joke, and use them as a checklist before you go into places. Because these checklists, if you're new to this, I mean, could save your butt. Sean and I have been doing this for over 30 years. A lot of these guys have been doing it for 30, 40 years. And gals, sorry, Cindy. And, sorry, abandoned yesterday's, I know. Third of you is female, which I really like, by the way. More women need to be doing this. Yeah, use these as a checklist. They'll save your butt. Sean has construction, and military construction, experience there. I've got some construction experience. We both had some structural experience. So we've got a pass, plus we've been doing this a long time. If you haven't, err on the side of caution at all times. Cool, Pajerico. I'm glad to hear it. I did appreciate the images on Instagram. And I've been very lazy on Instagram. Mr. Health and Safety. I will say one thing. I kind of like my size. I'm very nimble for somebody my age, which Sean will be the first to tell you he is not. That's why sometimes if it's something real sketchy, he doesn't go with me in some areas because he's not going to make it. Yeah, I'm glad I'm nimble and not too heavy because I can get in and out of some places pretty good and climb like a monkey still. Also, Chris, that's another thing. Know your physical limitations. I have bad lungs. I know certain things I can and can't do. There are times I stop at the tops of stairs or something and catch my breath because I never want to be too tired in case something happens. Know your agility level, your strength, how fast you are, and be realistic. Because you got to make sure physically you're up for some of this. Yes, Urbexy. I've run into other Urbexers and they can get a little freaky at times if you worry them. But like I said, I also say I'm live streaming. Say I'm live streaming to my viewers right now, blah, blah, blah. Because then they're even less likely, even if they are jerks, to mess with you. Because that's something they can't erase. That's not a problem, Chris. Okay, Fugi, you guys got to start getting this on cam. Because you got a blooper video waiting to happen right there. Yeah, that is good stuff. Oh, no, I think you're telling on each other now. Uh-oh, yep. Here we go. Fight's on. Little question for you, the three people in here, three groups in here that are from Scotland. How close are you all to each other? I'm just curious. Because I know Pajerico and Urbex have talked about doing a collab sometime, but I'm not sure how close you guys are together. I don't know how far apart you guys are, hour-wise or something. So I know here in America, there's people I want to explore with, but we're like 12 hours apart. I've only fallen through a couple floors. I think Sean fell through 2 also. Does it count falling through ceilings? We were on the roof of a building and we both went through, but the floor below us was solid. Well, abandoned yesterday's, I'm sure you guys are together. You're a group. But I'm just curious how close, Pajerico, Urbexy, and abandoned yesterday's, how close the three of you guys are. So, because it'd be kind of cool for a a little Scottish explorer meetup. Yeah. Actually, Pajerico, I think I agree with Urbexy. Your blooper video was great. You can put it on your channel. You just requested an NSFW warning on it. Or a not safe for kids. You can leave it up. It doesn't hurt your channel at all. It doesn't hurt you in the eyes of YouTube either, as long as you put a warning up. So, I mean, I love that video. You need to put it back up so people know what I'm talking about when I say, yo, Mother Nature trying to kill you. Oh, cool, Pajerico. I'm glad to hear that. Jeez, just a second here. There's a new group I was going to mention to you guys. So I keep track, as you know, I'm not just in this for YouTube. I'm in this for, I love exploring. So let me see if I can find this real quick here. Oh, buddy. Okay. Let me see if I can find it and put the link up real quick here. Give me a second. I meant to have this up and running, which I get for playing my dog too long. There it is. Well, that's weird. That's their channel? Okay. Sorry, just not what I expected. Sorry, I get quiet when I'm trying to learn to use a keyboard. This is Erie and Fran Vlogs. And yes, they speak in Spanish mostly, but to me, exploring has got no language. I can watch an explorer speak in any language. And sometimes in an explorer, you just understand what they're saying. Other than that, I just like watching explorers. But they're new. Here's their channel if anybody wants to check it out. I may be doing one of their videos on here soon. I've already talked to them. And they actually are pretty good at it. They've got some good places already, even though they've only started. Several hours away from Scotland. Wow, Richard, yeah, you're over there. I keep forgetting, man. Yeah, for you guys over there in Scotland, though, Richard is not too far from you guys. He's a few hours away. So if you're looking for a collab or somebody different to explore with here and there, or a explorer YouTube meetup, keep Richard in mind. I like to see meetups of other explorers or even other YouTubers. Well, on my trips from now on, I'm going to try to keep everybody in the know where I'm at to a certain point and meet up with more YouTubers and more explorers on YouTube, because I think it's just great to do. Fugi, language, I don't have a problem. I've watched a lot of British and Scottish and other countries' TV, so I hear a little more. My wife has a heck of a time with people's accents. She has a problem watching Doctor Who sometimes. I gotta go back over some stuff. Or Top Gear, I'm sorry, not Top Gear, now it's Grand Tour, because they killed Top Gear by getting rid of those guys. So yeah, I don't even, like I said, I've watched Russian explorers, German explorers, Spanish, Mexican. I watch a lot. I watch some from the Netherlands, and I don't even have to understand it. Not everybody can take the time or must have to have closed captioning, because it doesn't really add as much to exploring. I just like watching the explorers. So then I use Google Translate to comment back and forth with them. I gotta love Google Translate. That's okay, Fugi. I think there's maybe a few words you guys are saying I didn't understand, but honestly, I think most people are going to watch your videos because they like the explorers. Real fans of exploring will watch. Yeah. Well, Pajerico, there you go. You got you, Urbexy, and Abandoned Yesterdays, and Richard's Reality. Or sorry, wait a second, Richard. You got me on there, man. Okay, it's still Richard's Reality. But yeah, you got Richard close. So maybe I'll see some of you guys all meeting up sometime. I mean, that'd be great. Chris, it depends on the place. There are some places I don't narrate. There's a few I tried doing voiceover afterwards, which works to a certain degree. But I also narrate because, in a way, I think of it this way. I narrate partially because I like that style, but also it warns anybody in the building I'm coming. Sure, it can warn people you don't want to warn, but it warns anybody that might be living there or something else too, or other explorers. But I do it quiet enough. It's not as loud as you guys think. My microphones are very touchy, and I got that you can direct them. I got them directed back at me. So I have to talk very loud, and I get good audio quality. Because when me and Sean have had some trouble with people, we've been able to, they haven't heard us. So we are pretty good with that. Nice. Ouch. That's rough, man. And yesterday when you stopped talking English. Whew. Yeah, I'd love to see some of you guys meet up. I'd love to meet some of you. But Jericho knows how I feel about that. So's Urbexy and some of the others. I love how the technology can bring us all together, but sometimes it's worse. Because then I want to meet y'all. I want to explore with other people. With some of you, I want to get out there and even just to shake your hands and meet you would be so cool. So I'm hoping to do that here coming up a lot more often here in my country for now. Sorry. You got chat's moved a little bit, and once in a while it doesn't update automatic, so I have to jump back on it. Well, there you go, guys. Foogie Faye is throwing out the welcome mat. Throw out a shout and we can arrange to meet. That'd be really cool. Oh. Hey, there we go, everybody. Possibility we might see some Abandoned Yesterday's Richard's Reality hookup going on. That would be great. Yeah, but Jericho knows my pain. We both know people around the world, and he is as rabidly in love with exploring as I am. 100%. We've talked in person on the phone. We've messaged. We comment on each other's videos enough. We know each other. We are rabidly in love with this and would love to explore so many more places and meet so many more people. It just drives you nuts because you can see it on YouTube, which is great. But then YouTube makes you go, ooh, I just got to get there. And you're like, you look at your wallet and you go, ouch. Too bad. But someday I'm getting out of the confines of my country and I'm getting to meet some of you. Even if I have to start off with my Canadian or Mexican exploring friends. Which would be really cool to me. I just got to get a passport, yay. Now, Chris Peck. Now, Chris is clear out on the far northwestern end of my country. Clear out in the northwestern end of America. And that's out there. There's some Canadian guys close to him, but man, oh man. He is what we call ODS, out there somewhere. Compared to the rest of the country, he's off in the corner. If you're familiar with America, I'm in the middle. Technically the Midwest, which I'm pretty close to middle area. But yeah, it's a good leaping off place here. I will say that. I don't like my winters, but man, I got a good leaping off place. And I talked to my wife, Karen. I am going to take more trips south this winter. So I'm not taking any trips south until it gets cold, or colder. I'm going to explore with Rogue Exploration when it gets a little cool. Then farther south after that, I'm going to head probably Oklahoma, Texas area with Urban Man 2015. I'd like to do that. And then I'm going to head maybe a little more Texas, New Orleans, southern states, and Florida. A couple of trips. So I'm looking forward to not having so much downtime this winter. I've still got a big arsenal of explorers. I explore faster than I put them out. I just love doing it. This little spot I've been at home right now the last 7-8 days, but longest I've been home in months. Wow. That's really cool. Abandoned Yesterdays. What countries you guys travel to? Yeah, Cindy. Well, see, America, I did not realize exactly how big we were until I was looking up other countries. I mean, France is a pretty big country in Europe. We make France look rinky dink. I did not realize how big we were. It kind of threw me. I knew we kind of ranked in what the upper 5 country size in the world. You never really see it until a little map overlays France or some other country on yours. You go, oh crap. We are spoiled. We got one country with tons of distance here. See, now Urbexy, that's something we've discussed here on my stream before. Laws. Oh. Cindy and Richard, yeah, a lot of you Americans will understand. And Richard, if I'm wrong on that, please smack me upside the head, but I thought you were. I could be wrong. I don't know why, but I somehow thought you were American. Sometimes you watch too many videos and you get a little brain damage. But here in America, we have such a crap, idiotic set of laws for trespassing. It's a mishmash. We don't really have a federal law for trespassing. We do on some certain federal lands, but each state, county, and even city can have their own separate trespass laws. It's crazy. It is almost impossible to keep track, even with Google while you're on Explorers. Oh, but I know some countries are very lax, some are very rough. It's a nightmare here. So I do wish we would get some laws a little more level, at least in the states. Let's say each state, 50 states makes a law per state, or a rule, or a fine, or a nothing. There's still some states here in America, actually a decent amount, where if you don't have no trespassing posted, that's your butt. You should have posted it. UK is the size of California. Yeah, but the UK is probably a little more sane than California. California is a little mental. Wow. I really envy you guys who've been over to like other countries. Of course, if you're over there, you're kind of easier for you to get there. You're closer. That's one thing I will say about America. It takes a lot of money for Americans to get places. Some people say, oh, you Americans never go anywhere. You're kind of right. Because we can't. A lot of it for us is expensive as hell to travel out of this country. We are so distant, even in today's high level of technology. We're so distant from other countries. If you take a look, it takes a lot of money for us to fly over or travel. So unfortunately, we do miss out. And I feel left out, which is I'm glad you guys are putting out videos for all of us. Because I know a lot of explorers here in America that would die to get over there. But it costs so much for us to get clear over there. Chris, you can make tons of videos on YouTube exploring here in America. You got to look at the country you live in, man. We live in a monstrous country. We are extremely spoiled. We have abandoned mining towns near Cindy. We have factories, bowling alleys, malls, you name it. We have our country is split up into whole different ecosystems even. Some countries are one ecosystem. We get deserts and rainforests, and we get a lot of stuff here. So, Chris, enjoy the country you're in. I mean, sure, Pajerico and Urbex and some other guys would love to come over to America to explore someday. Just like I'd love to go there and explore. But you don't hear them, bemoaning their country stuff because their country may be smaller, but even they know they have so much to see. It takes research, Chris. It takes time looking around, it takes patience. It takes getting your name out there and becoming known. If you become a trusted, known explorer, then you can network with other explorers. But explorers normally don't share locations. Let's say you're a known, trusted explorer yourself. But why do you think I watch so many of Pajerico, Urbex's, Richard's, and so many other videos from other people, even Cindy and you? You're showing me stuff I don't see, I don't have. And that's the beauty of exploring, honestly. I love that I get to explore as much as I want, I try to explore like crazy, but I can't see it all. But through your eyes, I can sit down on my couch, do my breathing treatments, and I can watch your explores. That's perfect. You gotta look at the country you're in and love it up. Sure, it'd be nice to be in Europe in a way, drive country to country and stuff, but look at the size of America compared to a lot of Europe. America is actually bigger than most of Europe put together. Really, we are. Didn't know that. Karen told me that. She's like, I'm gonna look it up. The square miles of Europe, I think America's bigger. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, Cindy. Cindy's dead right. Mostly Scotland. We do Urbex. That's why I take James so the police will. Nice. See, now this is why I asked Abandon yesterday's here. These guys are just as funny on the chat. You can't beat that. Guys and gals, sorry. I use guys as a generic term. Some people that are politically correct get annoyed with me. Sorry. I also have a bad habit of saying the word chicks for girls. Sorry. Cindy, actually, here in America, you can explore on the cheap pretty well if you know how to do it. I've camped. I've slept in my car. I've camped, which with my health problems, it's kind of hard to camp sometimes. Got to need electricity. I have a unit in my car that runs some of my stuff. It's kind of hard to do some of my treatments properly or store my meds. But I'm pretty good at being frugal. Wow. Man, Fugi, that's great. And you got a whole bunch of great stuff. Now, I was going to ask, I think I've talked to Pajerico and Urbexy about this, but Fugi, you guys in Abandoned Yesterdays, are a lot of your exploring, you said you're close to a lot of abandoned places. Are a lot of them being renovated or demolished? I know Urban Kiwiana says that a lot of theirs in New Zealand are being demolished. They're just knocking them down like crazy, not even building stuff at times. And in some countries, here in America, in some places, they're renovating them or knocking them down at an almost alarming rate in some areas. I'm just curious what's happening there. Oh, that's no problem, Jay. Dude, we all have a life. Sorry. Keep my throat clear. It's a little warm here, but a little warm caffeine helps my voice box with all the meds I'm on. I did have a couple things to bring up tonight if anybody read the details or they'd know. Here in America, I was going to ask, this is something, especially since I got some of you guys overseas on here. Here in America, we got this weird thing going on. I got a camera a little high. We got this weird thing going on where a lot of different restaurants, fast food places, even businesses like auto parts places seem to be rushing to try to look a lot like each other. For those of you here in America, you know what I'm talking about when I say, well, around the world knows McDonald's. McDonald's, Arby's, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., Wendy's. All these fast food places seem to be in a rush. Taco Bell. They're in a rush to make all their stores look exactly the same. And they're not all owned by the same company, so it's weird. It's gotten so bad. I'm going to actually do some live streams or just videos of my local McDonald's. Because there's another one down below the hill, maybe a mile or two from me. They've already ripped off the old exterior that looked like a McDonald's and made it the square. The Taco Bell, Wendy's near me look the same. They got the same generic square. Every one of these I run into, even the Arby's now, they're making them a generic square. These buildings look cookie cutter, like the same guy designed them. The only difference is their color schemes. And I think that's a big, ugly mistake. I mean, McDonald's is known not just by their arches, but by the looks of their buildings in some parts of the world. The classic look with the awnings. Hardee's is the same way here in America, or Carl's Jr., as in parts of the country. Arby's used to be known by their look. Taco Bell, come on, everybody knew the Taco Bell buildings here in America. But now they all look the same. I find it extremely boring and lame. Even other businesses now seem to be rushing towards this I don't know, unibox look. And it's just making it now where we have to go out almost as urban explorers, as preservers of the recent history. And my Lord, take videos and explore a McDonald's. I mean, inside and out. Because they're changing the insides where it's not even the same. I mean, come on, most McDonald's don't have the Hamburglar anymore or Grimace. Because the Hamburglar is not politically correct. So it's just, I don't even know what to think anymore about this Unibox thing. One guy, Manny Quackiao, he's been going around doing a little bit of this, and so is Explore Fever, Fred Finder. He's really been starting to do this, and he's put me thinking about it. But then I started seeing it in my area, and man, when it happens fast. But what do you guys think about these Unibox? I know in America we're seeing it, but what do you guys think about? Is it happening in other countries too? I mean, I've seen video of other countries where sometimes McDonald's just looks like a normal storefront. But here in America, mostly they're standalone buildings that really have an iconic look to them. It's weird. Oh, did I miss something here during my little rant? Yes, I did. Wow. Yeah, I set on fire, demolish. Wow. They set your guys on fire over there and demolish them? Wow, we don't do that. We're not allowed to do that. Our EPA would have a cow. Well, see, City, my one car is really good on gas. It's a V6, but still is amazingly good on the highway. Jeez. Well, if Heartwood Asylum, the school we watched, is demolished, and I'm glad you guys preserved it. It's tough. Insurance, yeah. Oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah, the diner was awesome. I appreciate how many views it's gotten. It's really great. Wow. Well, Urbexy, I think that's maybe where our new stores are coming from then, because I call it the Unibox look, and I'm telling you, I'm going to do a video or two on them coming up, maybe a few live streams, but I'm going to show how much they've changed. So I think there might still be an old-looking Arby's here in my area, maybe an old Wendy's. I got to look. But I know there's one or two old McDonald's still, and an old Hardee's or Carl's Jr. And I want to get them on cam before they switch, because God knows we'll never see them again. Yeah, Richard, capture and document everything, exactly. Just bad that we're getting to that point. Why would, I don't understand it from a business standpoint even, why would you want all your businesses to look the same? Why would a Hardee's want to look like a McDonald's and vice versa? Wow. Well, Fugi, I think I see a loophole there. So they burned the buildings down. Then they can demolish it. Thanks, Pajerico. Sorry, man, I didn't see your leaving. I was on my little talk about square buildings. But thanks, man. And yeah, you keep the passion too, and I don't have to tell you that. Yes, Urbex, the Explore Fever does some of them. And he's lamented the whole thing also. He hasn't done quite so much the whole changeover. But Manny Quackiao's done a few too. I'm starting to see it in my area, and I'm starting to really feel they're making a mistake, making everything look the same. Jesse, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, man. But Jericho, thanks again, man. I appreciate it. Embarrassed me, but that takes a lot. That's my wife. That takes a lot to embarrass me. Well, Urbexy, they probably got people they pay to burn those buildings down. Here in America, we are real tough on that because of how somebody else could get hurt or something. So we do, if a building just accidentally burns down, we do hella fire investigations. Insurance companies here are rabid about it also. So if they burn something down here, they got to be really good not getting caught. Hey, that's no problem, Jesse. We all have schedules. I don't ever expect anybody to be here. I come on here, yammer away, and people are nice enough to show up sometimes. I consider that really cool of them. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is this just America then, where we're not trying to make everything look the same? Some of our businesses just are starting to look. It's like you drive down the road now and everything is just getting uniform and boring. No, Richard, I appreciate it, man. Trust me. I've been knowing Pajerico and Urbex long enough, and some friends in New Zealand. I know the time zones, man. That's why I try to do it really early here in America. I appreciate you coming, Richard. And I like the new trailers. I'll talk to you again. I hope you get to hook up with Abandoned Yesterdays or Pajerico or Urbex. I would love to see some of you guys link up. It'd be the next best thing to me being able to link up with some of you. And just in case I abandoned yesterday's, because I do know it's late there. In case you do go and I miss it, I appreciate once again you guys allowing me to show your video. And I may ask to do it again in the future because I do enjoy your footage. And also, when you guys say you have no copyright music in yours, you actually mean it. Sorry, you guys don't know. A couple people told me that. They didn't have copyright music. They did. And I got a couple copyright hits. Have a good one, Richard. Oh, no problem, Jesse. I kind of enjoy your streams. Your streams are kind of fun. They're low-key. They're kind of what I call some of my relaxing streams. I have channels I use for my relaxing watching. Family of Fun, your streams, Night Shame. There's a few other gamers I like also because I like relaxing and watching it. So that's really kind of cool. Yeah, Fugi, that'd be great. I would love to see you guys link up with Richard. And everybody, if you're ever on here looking for somebody to explore with, please feel free to throw it out there and ask. Because if for somehow I could facilitate a collaboration, that just gives me something even cooler to see. Like I said, I love watching this stuff as much as I love making it. Something about exploring really gets me. No problem, Abandoned Yesterdays. I'll always try to talk to you before I ever did one, man. Or guys, sorry. Well, no, Jesse, your streams are really relaxing to watch. As everybody on here knows, sometimes some streams you have your chill channels. But I don't know, maybe in America, it's just mostly in America, things start to look square and boxy. It's kind of starting to drive me nuts. I don't like boring. I don't like iconic being messed with. You used to be able to recognize a store, even without a sign, by what it looked like. Now it's like you look at it, boy, if you don't know the right color scheme, you're up a crick. Those of you in the UK that are still here probably know better than I do. Abandoned Explorer. He has the most watched urban exploring video in the history of YouTube. Hey, Kenneth, how's it going? Kenneth from Kentucky. A little bit south of me, man. But Abandoned Explorer made a live stream lately, and I don't like to kind of call people out, but he kind of caused his own problem. He has once again, the most watched urban exploring video on YouTube. I'm sorry, Abandoned Explorer, but the thumbnail itself is super clickbaity. It's one of the most clickbait thumbnails on YouTube. And that's probably how he got a lot of the watches. It's not a bad explorer. It's a cool place. But they drew him. I've seen better. But it drew a lot because of the very, very clickbait thumbnail. He did a live stream bemoaning how his channel's lost huge amounts of views. Well, some of that could be due to the YouTube algorithm being a absolute nightmare. Every time they've done the last 3 adjustments to the algorithm, almost everybody I talk to, even though they're working harder and harder, is seeing across the board drop in viewers time. Bad notifications, no notifications, the bell won't work. Subs, just dropping subs without even knowing it. It's crazy what's going on in YouTube. But so some of that could be it, or he kind of pushed the clickbait button a little too much. Reason I bring this up is because some people have actually kind of called him out a little on his chat after that chat, saying that, well, maybe he shouldn't have done clickbait videos so much, or clickbait titling and thumbnails. So it gives me hope, because I think maybe some people on YouTube are becoming wise to the rampant amount of blatant clickbait in exploring videos. Me, Urbex Pajerico, and some of the other explorers on here have banded together, Lord Explorers and some of the others. We're starting to put a movement together, and we have hashtag real Urbex in our videos somewhere, in our descriptions and tags. What that means is we are people that will not fake, lie, embellish, make up fake blood, fake chases, fake ghost sounds, anything. Our explorers are 100% real. If you go there, it's what you will see if you go there. We don't amp up the picture colors. We don't change the colors to add sounds. The only thing we may add is a little music. That's it. So he's bemoaning that, and some people were actually calling him out, saying, well, too much clickbait, you cried wolf too much. Maybe there's some hope. And not all of his videos are clickbaity, but I'd say maybe some of those guys are right. Maybe he's pushed the button a little too much. If you want to, it's up to you whether you want to check it out and give him watch time. Check out Abandoned Explorer and see what you think of the stream he did, bemoaning that. He did say something that annoyed a lot of people. He said, well, people start watching it, and he'll start making more quality explorers. A couple people called him out and go, no, wait a minute. It's the other way around. You make quality explorers, and people will watch. So, I don't know if half his streams anymore are just to get watch time, or what. Yeah, Urbex, it is getting out of hand. And I'm going to start adding the hashtag real Urbex to more of our stuff. I am going to make a little short vid about what I just said that's going to be interjected in some of my exploring videos. Because we got to get out there that what we do is real. Yeah, Jesse, there's a lot. Especially in urban exploring right now. And travel vlogging, people are having a problem with it. And paranormal people. I'm not a believer in the paranormal. But there are people that really believe in it, have been doing it a long time. And now everybody is throwing paranormal into their stuff. Just to get some views. Now remember, Jesse, my feeling on subscriptions is if you look at a channel and you want to watch it, you will watch it, I'd say twice a month, which is hard to do if you get thousands of subscribers. But let's say once or twice a month, you'll watch that channel, then join it. But if not, if it's something you go to and you're not interested, don't do that, because dead viewers or dead joiners, you don't want to use that S word much. Dead joiners that don't really help watch time hurt YouTube and creators both. You know, Urbexy goes along with my reasoning that he checks channels out before he joins them. And Urbexy may go to your channel. He may like it like I do for a chill channel. Something to do in his vein of interest. He may not. So just be careful with that, everybody, on joining channels. Yes, Urbexy, as we talked last week, Urbexy and Among the Unknown were good. And I also helped coin a phrase. It's now Urbex Theater, not exploring. Yeah, see, man, yesterday, it's not that I'm against the paranormal. It's that so many explorers have been out there 6-7 years. You never heard the word paranormal come out of their mouth once. Or even 3 or 4 years they've been out there. Suddenly they're paranormal this. Did I hear a sound? Did I hear a ghost? They got it in their thumbnails. They got fake alien arms in their thumbnails. Oh, did I catch a ghost? Did I see a ghost? Look, there's an image. They're clickbaiting, because that's the new clickbait. Paranormal is some of the new biggest clickbait. So I feel bad for people that really believe in it and are working to try to prove maybe there is or isn't ghosts, while these people are just making it up just to views and kind of drowning them out. And like Urbexy told me this week when we were talking, Urbexy told me how he used to find exploring, how he found me and Pajerico and some other good explorers to watch. He just typed in urban exploring on YouTube search and it come up with real explorers. Now you type in urban exploring, And 9 out of 10 of the results are all clickbaiters. Clickbaiters are destroying things. It's drowning real explorers. And I think that when some of the people are answering on Abandoned Explorers a stream, it kind of gave me a little bit of hope that maybe some people are getting tired of the clickbait. They're tired of somebody crying wolf. They go there and not what happened, or it's so badly done they can tell they made something up. Me and Pajerico were discussing a video half the week where somebody we're pretty sure made something up pretty bad. And Urbexy, I'm sorry, did I say Pajerico? I meant Urbexy. But Urbexy he's being like Sherlock Holmes on this. He is really trying to find out and prove what they did. And if he does, I'll air it on here because it hurts everybody. Is that somebody's? Yeah, exactly, Fugi. There's one I watched where they said, oh, wow, look in the distance. You can see a person go across the hall. My question is, it's a dark butt building. How come there's a light behind them? Behind this figure that goes across the hallway in a perfectly dark building. Yeah, you set a flashlight down at the end and have somebody walk between you and it. It's got to stop. Or setting it up so you walk into some place where you know there's police so the police chase you. So you can say you got in a police chase. Seen some of that happening too. People actually out and out saying they know where there's police, walk into a place, barely even talk about the explorers of these places, just waiting for the police to show up because they know they're there. So yeah. Well, see, I don't have to look around, Fugi. I got my camera showing me what's behind me. Usually it's a cat. And strangely, I am catless. Yes, exactly, Urbexy. Sorry, Cindy uses clickbait constantly. She's one of them saying that if I don't like clickbait, I shouldn't watch YouTube. Wow, yeah, Cindy, see, you go back even, I'd say 5-6 years ago. A clickbaiter put something on YouTube, they were jumped for it. Especially in exploring communities. I've been watching a lot longer than I've been on. I was always wondering about throwing my hat in the arena. But it used to be in the exploring community, if somebody put out a clickbait video, wow, other explorers tore them up. It was bad, and that person usually ended up taking it down. So, but now, I think there's a problem with people wanting fame and views over anything. That kind of says something about why they're here. I'm here because I like urban exploring. I want to share these and not have them destroyed in a house fire again like my last bunch were. And I think that my love of them is so, I can't keep it to myself. I want to share these places and preserve them and hope other people enjoy them too. So if I get more views, I appreciate it. If I don't, I'm still here. I'm not going to fake things to get fame or views or attention. My day wasn't too bad, Jesse. I got a lot of work on my house to do yet. Then get ready for an exploring trip this Sunday with, once again, Lord Explorers. So look for that because I'm sure Lord Explorers and I will be doing live streams on Sunday, the meetup, and maybe some during the whatever explorers we have. Met the police at Hartford just one night in there. So. Well, see, Abandoned Yesterdays, I've had that luck here with my police. We are a lot tougher on our trespassing laws here. And one of our videos is actually on YouTube, and I did not put the police officers' faces in there because I respect the officers. I would never put their faces on the cam. I don't recommend anybody doing it unless the officer specifically says it's okay. But we got caught. Walked out, gun and flashlight pointed at us. Once they found out we were urban explorers, they were very nice. Police officers are not jerks. Many police officers don't mind us exploring. They know we're not damaging. We're not going to cause them a bunch of paperwork. We're not going to be out destroying stuff, damaging, fighting, making their day harder. And sorry, it's a notification popped up in the way. We've had very good response from police officers. A lot of police officers in the cities I live in go to my gym. They know what I do. They're very nice. A couple of them are fans. But yeah, I try not to scare the police. If I see a flashlight and hear somebody saying officer, I go, yo, sir, I'm here. I'll be right there. I walk out hands up and I'm very respectful of the police. Even if my lungs were better shaped than they are, I wouldn't run from the cops. Also in America, I'm not sure about other countries, that amps up your trouble with the police. Running from the police is resisting arrest. Or what if a cop trips by chasing you and gets hurt? You just caused a problem. And I'd feel real bad if an officer got hurt trying to chase me. Yeah, Fugi, I think it's worldwide, really. A lot of police officers, if they know you're not there damaging, a lot of police officers watch the internet too. They know a lot of real explorers are out there to preserve places, to see places out of love, not out of derision, to see damage, to make damage, or make a problem. Even if we're not supposed to be there at times. So I have always said, and I've said it before in my videos, just treat the police with respect. Even if they are angry at you, they kind of have a right to be. Even if they're jerks, they kind of have a right to be. But I was raised to treat my police officers with respect, and I always will. It's just, I respect the job they do. But, ow! Couldn't find the police car? Wow. That's rough. Now, didn't you guys have another run-in with the law a while back, abandoned yesterday's in one of your videos? Or you saw headlights coming in, there's a police, you guys got out of there or something? Yeah, I don't think the police are allowed to arrest you, Urbexy, if you have to help them out and save them. I think then, no matter what, even if they wanted to arrest you or give you a ticket, they couldn't do it. Even if they had a right to, where you're at. I think that erases it. But no, I don't know if anybody knows Abandoned Explorer or the video I'm talking about. Sorry, I want to get back to that. It is the most viewed urban exploring video, but I think he also had one of his first videos. His channel started off too big. And now he's got to slog it like the rest of us all and try to really show something real for his channel. So I don't know. See how he does with that. But yeah, that's kind of one of the things I was really happy to see some people kind of call him out, go, dude, welcome to the game. Now you got to fight like the rest of us and really be quality and be honest. Oh, the dead are rising. Urbex TV. How you doing, man? That is one of my northern friends. He is from Canada. He explores there when he's not too busy trying to work and feed his family, which he's been trying to bust his butt lately so he can hopefully get back to exploring. Okay, Abandoned Yesterday's. I thought one of your videos, I thought you saw headlights somewhere, but I could be wrong. So I watch a lot of urban exploring. Hey, Cindy, have a good one. No problem, hon. Nice to see you again. Cindy is she kind of ranks up there in my top 10 of explorers because she's kind of like inspirational to me because I'm hoping I never have to give up exploring. I'm hoping I can keep doing it and doing it. And please, once again, Cindy, please don't hurt me. Don't hunt me down. I know you know where I am and you can find me. But Cindy's no spring chicken, but she's out there exploring still. Even training the next generation of explorers. And I love that. So check out Burning Sands Exploration. Also, Cindy Vlogs. But I like that she's out there. I love that I don't see that I have to give it up. No problem, Jesse. I know you got a lot of live streams, man. I'm getting a lot of pop-ups on the screen. People wishing me happy birthday. And another one. Jeez. Uh-oh. I derailed. I squirreled. It might have been then, Fugi. Because one of your videos, I swear, I was watching one of your videos and I thought through the window you saw some headlights and you were like, okay, we better leave or something. I don't think it was actually the police, but you saw somebody. I could be wrong. Tay, how's it going? Thank you. Tay is one of my local friends here from my area. She was married to one of my best friends for a long time, which is something I wanted to bring up. Normally, my personal life, I don't put into this too much. But I kind of need to stop by because it's one of the things I wanted to talk about yet today. Not only, mine and Pajerico's birthdays, but the other day I had to go to a funeral for a friend of mine. James Joseph Hurtado, otherwise known as Taco. He was my friend from junior high on up. And at age 45, he had a stroke and died recently. So I was at his remembrance lately. And it was done well, done the way he would have wanted. People reminiscing and being actually pretty upbeat. That's what he wanted. It bothers me because this Chicago trip I'm planning on going on this Sunday, he was actually wanting to go. He had gout and some other joint issues, but he was feeling good and wanted to go. Sorry, I knew the guy for so long. And it really bugs me because he wanted to go with me on this trip or the Gary trip. And I really wish we could have done that before he died. Yeah, Urbex is way too young. He's personally, I think 500 is too young. But for him to go at 45, the only consolation I have is it's the way he wanted to go. He'd had family members that died and not died well. I remember him and I talking seriously after his dad died, and he did not ever want to suffer. He would rather it be quick or in his sleep. And thankfully, that is the way he died. I'll always remember him. We had some knew each other a long time. No problem, Tay. You don't have to thank me for being there. I mean, man, when I found out at 2:30 in the morning, two people got a hold of me and let me know, and it's shocking. I'm just glad you guys you did exactly what you wanted to do. Good music, people getting together just talking about the good times, good pictures. You couldn't have done better. I'm just, wow. And just because he's gone, I won't lose touch. No. None of us are getting younger, but wow, that just sublimes at me. Sorry, everybody. I just thought, he was going to go with me either this trip Sunday or the 5th September. So, Taco, that's... It's not something I'm used to. Actually, honestly, for somebody like me, I'm not used to outliving people. I wasn't supposed to live past 18, so it's weird if I outlive somebody. It's kind of a shock. You don't know how to deal with it? Life is in the years? Okay, Rebecca, then he lived a long life. He packed a lot into his years. Sometimes too much. But no, he packed a lot in. And he's got good family, kids, and everything. Let's show for it. But, Rebecca, man of yesterday's, everybody else here, is anything somebody else wants to bring up? Because this is the point. This is where I start talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. Usually the last half hour is the free-for-all, where everybody brings up whatever they want. Chris, what do you mean 15 minutes, Chris? Yeah, you should always start out and try to explore something in order. I get excited sometimes, and I zip around. That's very bad for filming and hard to edit. I do try to film in order. Look at the video you just saw from Abandoned Yesterdays. I wish I could do it that good. I can't. But look how they filmed in order. They really had a good order. An order good enough, and they had enough wherewithal to do it in such a way they could film it in one shot. How about saving time on editing? So look at that, Chris. So pick an order and how you explore it. Now, Urbexy says there's multiple floors start at the top. I will tell you this. I do explore the inside always before I do the outside or any drone shots. In case you aren't supposed to be there, or people get annoyed with you, even if you are supposed to be there, some people get pissy. Do the inside first, do the outside later, because at least you got the inside done. So always do it that way. So yeah, how we beat Urbex Theater. Okay. Filming time per room, Chris, 15 minutes? 15 minutes per room may be too much. You take it as it feels. And cut your video up in bits if it's a big explorer. Cut it up in 5 or 10 minute blocks. You record 5 or 10 minutes, push stop, then start again. Because that makes it easier to edit. Unless you're going to do all one block, but you got to be really good to do that. And Abandoned Yesterdays is good enough to do that. I am not. Exactly, Fugi. That is the way he actually wanted to go. So I can just say that that's great that he got that. He didn't have to worry about it, think about it, feel it. It happened. So yes, I actually do take some comfort in that. He got to go the way he wanted. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to bite, claw, scratch, scream, squeal, beg, whatever it takes. I want every second. People with my lung problem, you don't die pretty, so I'm kind of used to it. Well, Chris, 15 minutes per room. Don't set a time per room. Take it as you go. And as for setting a time to explore, anybody on here tell you can't set a time. You take the explorer as it goes. Sean and I have had some real biggies. One of them we were at for 11 hours. Another we were at for about 13 hours. We were there at dawn during the summer and left just about sunset. So, and then we've had other explorers take us 5-10 minutes. That's it. So you got to take it as it goes. Oh, wow. No, you watch that. Part of the wall is lying on a very bendy floor. Exactly. No, you don't need blueprints, Chris. You're reading too much into this. Exploring, you can get blueprints. Blueprints ain't going to help you with the building. Walls may be down, floors may be bad. You got to take it and explore as it goes. And just be very, very careful. Have lighting. Not just one source or one set of batteries either. At least 2 sources of light with multiple batteries. Exactly, Urbexy. And also, Chris, think about multiple camera angles. Don't just walk into something, see if you can film it from a cool angle, and never move things. Unfortunately, I did see a video or two here this week where people are moving stuff again to get the pretty video or still shot. And you can see the marks where they drug stuff all over to move it to make their pretty shot. Putting crutches against a hospital bed. Ashalak showed me some pictures that somebody done that too. They drug stuff all over and make these pretty little pictures in a hospital. You just broke at least 3 to 4 exploring rules by doing that. You do not touch. You do not disturb. You leave it as it was. You leave nothing but footprints. You don't do that. You screwed it up for any explorer comes in there. It's obviously set up. You're just doing that for your Urbex Theater for the morons out there who don't watch know anything. Stop it. Exactly, Fugi. Entry only. Oh, no problem, Tay. I mean, sorry. I started full time doing this, Tay, because, well, I've been doing it for, 3 decades, but when the doctors told me I could not be at my job anymore because it was killing me, and the transplant doctors said, that's it, stop, or else, I listened. I spent almost a month in the hospital, so I finally listened. Sorry, I've been really busy the last couple of years. See, Chris, there's another one of the rules. You do not break ever to enter. If there's no way where you can just get in, somebody's made before, or the building is crumble a bit for you, you don't make ways in. But no, don't drag things around either, Chris. That's one thing. If you go in, you see something cool, picture it. Pictures, film, do both, by the way. Make sure you get stills also. They help you make thumbnails. share them someplace, and they're great to have for your own. You got to have the pictures. Don't do just video. I have a habit of not doing enough video or not doing enough stills, and that's why I'm glad when Sean goes with me. Sean is really good with stills. So it's nice because I can be the squirrel brain I am and just go around squirreling and doing video, and he can stop and take pictures. Wow. See, every explorer really hates vandals. None of them give us a bad name because people mix us up with them. But I don't understand the wanton destruction. Sean and I started exploring as kids. We were like 14 years old. We were exploring. Never be going somewhere and damage or steal or break stuff. So I don't understand this whole new bunch of people now just think it's fun damaging and destroying places. Oh yeah, if you see a broken window, Chris, it's already broken. That's up to, yeah, that's fair game. Entry points already there are fair game. We even did a discussion one time where if these people were at an abandoned mall and there were screws holding his board to the window, they said, now if I have a screwdriver with me, can I unscrew that, get in, and go, then screw it back when I'm done? Technically, we had a vote, and people said, yes, you're not damaging, you're not breaking, and you're putting it right back. So people even said that was fair game, just you can't break, no damage. Uh-oh. Well, there you go, Rebexy. Bexy abandoned yesterday's. Wow. We're helping each other out right there. Nice, Foogie. Very nice. Yeah. But no, what do you guys? How much are you guys seeing that? I think it's part of the Urbex theater thing. Me and Urbexy have been talking about. Wow. This is what happens when you don't get enough caffeine, everybody. Caffeine keeps the brain going. Get too much blood in my caffeine system. I think the Urbex theater people are the ones moving so much stuff. And unfortunately, I think even some of the big guys, like exploring crew type size guys, are moving stuff around to get these pretty shots and video. And that's not right. But remember, Chris, yeah, you can go ahead and record. It's urban exploring, Chris. You gotta start reading up on urban exploring because it seems like you're really almost scared to do it. I'm telling you right now, if you are scared to go in places, stick with a lot of outside urban exploring, and there is nothing wrong with that. Some people don't like going into places that are never comfortable. If you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. There are places, even after doing this for so long, I look at it and go, no. Even Sean and I together looked at some places going, no, not going to happen. We're not going in there. You got to be comfortable with what you're doing. If you're not comfortable with it, okay, look at Abandon yesterday's video we just watched right now. To go back to your guys' video. Look how comfortable they were doing it. They knew how to be safe, but they were not stressed, on edge. They were comfortable doing it. You got to be like that. If you're too stressed, you're going to be too high strung. One, your video won't be very good. And two, you can get hurt. And remember, don't just take video, take stills. You will need stills for stuff to do with social media. And they're really good for your collection. It's easy to look at some stills and reminisce sometimes over your videos. You know, I like watching my videos on my big screen. It's kind of cool. And I get the uncut. I don't mind watching a good 6-hour exploring bits. Wow. That's not cool. Trashed. See, exactly. See, Abandoned yesterday's. You're quoting exploring rules. These are the same exploring rules that a explorer who was in his late 50s taught me when I was 14 years old. So a lot of these exploring rules haven't changed. Some have been around since the 60s when urban exploring became a real thing. Yeah, you never break in, you never take anything, you leave nothing but footprints, you do no damage, which includes do not share locations where you think they can be damaged or destroyed or vandals will get to them. A lot of these new explorers got to stop sharing locations of places that can be damaged. So many have shared places that suddenly become all beat up and destroyed. I've lost 3 explorers in the last year because some young dingus or some newbie explorer went out, explored it, and shared it wide open. Even in their title or right on, hey, this is so-and-so and so-and-so. It's like, and then suddenly I go to check it out and it's destroyed when it was pristine a month earlier. So be careful. Don't share it unless it's either demolished already, wide open in public, well known, where everybody and their uncles, cousins, brothers, nieces, dog knows it, or you have permission. Those are the reasons you can share it. The ones on my channel where the locations are named or shared are because of those rules. Yeah, the train video was very good, guys. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook, I'm sorry. Facebook is really getting my hackles. I've jumped a lot of Facebook groups because there's a lot of damage going on. Urbexy, you're dead right. We are never experts. There's always, especially, see, with urban exploring, you can't be an expert. I don't care if you've explored 10 places or 1,000 places. You can still be surprised by something. A different type of building than you've ever been in. A different type of building material. A different level of decay. Different conditions and weather. Different people you're with. There's always something. You always feel like a novice. And that's maybe a good thing. You're a little more careful that way. We may have experience. We may know a little more, Chris, but we can still be surprised too. Like Abandon yesterday said, pull a door open and a roof falls. You don't know. It takes a lot to learn, and you learn over time. But like I said, that's why I said if you're not comfortable with going inside places yet, stick with outside. Maybe don't take a big place for your first big explorer or first explorer inside. Find a small place to explore inside first. Get used to being inside, how you handle it. Stuff like that. You got to know how you're going to handle it and go from there. You don't want to get you hurt or anybody else hurt. We only share exactly. Now, see, that's a big deal right there. And I know a lot of weathered explorers, I guess I call them, run into this where people ask you locations and get mad you won't share, especially newbie explorers. I think they just go on to sites, pages, whatever. Everybody's going to share with them. Well, where's it at? And you tell them, I can't share that with you. I tell them, send me proof of life. And honestly, I know it's angers some people. I use a YouTube channel as a proof of life. If you have a YouTube channel that's 6 months old and you have at least 6 explorers, 1 explorer per month for that 6 months, and I can see that you spent the time to do this, to put it on YouTube, to video it, maybe even edit, I would trust you. But these people just coming out of the woodwork going, well, I can send you some pictures of some places. I want to see you in them. A lot of sites and pages to share. A lot of guys want to see pictures or video of you exploring these places. They want proof. The best thing to do is get out there, get well known, earn the trust of other explorers, explore with other explorers, comment with other explorers, stuff like that. You got to work to build up your rep. And if you do, then people will be more likely to trade locations with you and help you out and vice versa. Always make sure you reciprocate. Yeah, man, yesterday, some of these new people are getting cranky. If you don't give stuff out, they get all mad. There's a group a few days ago asking, what's your favorite thing to steal? Oh, I hate those, Urbexy. Those aren't explorers. Those are vandals, thieves, and people who are watching these new Urbex Theater people. And for those of you that may come on here and you may be in the Urbex Theater groups, I guess, not all of you are the same. Some of you are just in it for the views. But some Urbex Theater people are out there destroying and damaging places because they think it's cool or getting likes. And some idiots out there like seeing people destroy stuff and steal things. Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got tore up, Urbexy. Yeah, Chris, that cheesecake was gross. I don't even know what was in the small bowls. Some type of cake or pudding or something. But I'm not sure I should open that. Hey, Tama, how's it going? That is my friend Taco's son, Tama. And Tay is his ex-wife or wife. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you were technically the ex, Tay. How's it going, Tama? How you feeling, man? Jessica, you're back. I'll be on for about another 10 minutes, I believe. Exactly, Fugi. Exactly, man. You just can't. No, you can't. I don't know. I don't understand that people just expect to be handed exploring locations. Heck, when I came on YouTube, I actually had a name in the exploring community in this country in about 4 different states. But when I came on YouTube, a lot of YouTube explorers didn't know me from crap. So if I ever asked them for anything, I gave them old video proof what I had left from the house fire of me exploring places with Sean. Old pictures, old videos. I shared and I built up my name for the YouTube explorers. I've commented on their stuff. I've shared locations with them. You build it. Widow. Okay, thanks, Tay. It's in Scotland, yeah. I've even made up what states they're in. Some people, like the military base, man, my military base video, they really try to pin me and Sean on where that is. Some people gone, I don't need the exact location, but what state is it in? Just out of curiosity. It's like I'm going to tell you what state it's in. A military base. That makes it real easy. I tell them it's out west. One of the states out there. I'm glad you're hanging in there, Tama. That's a tough thing, man. Guard that coat. That was one of your dad's prized possessions, man. Now you've got it, so that's fitting. And it fits you. How long have I been live, Jessica? I started at 5:30 p.m. my time. I usually go 5:30 to 7:30. Sometimes if the conversation gets frisky, I'll go later. Well, Chris, I'm glad you're going to make another video. Like I said, if you're still not comfortable on exploring, do more walk around videos outside. Look for things that are closed up, like a closed gas station or something closed in your area. Just do a little video of that. That is urban exploring. Not everything has to be some big abandoned crazy place like Josh and proper people or even I've run into here and there. Okay, so you're East Coast, Jessica. I am Midwest. I am very Midwest. I am right on the Mississippi River, Iowa-Illinois border area called the Quad Cities. I'm on the outer edge of the Quad Cities area. I don't give away my exact locations, but I'm in the outer area of a 430,000 plus metro area. Very rural. Oh yeah, man, yesterday. I know what time it is for you in Urbexy in Scotland. That's why I appreciate any time you guys make it on. I know the New Zealand guys said they may not be able to make it on tonight because I think they're actually out exploring or doing a gaming stream right now. But it's tomorrow morning for them. So where it's Tuesday night here, it's like Wednesday noon there right now, or Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, Jessica. Oh wow. Okay, Jessica. Yeah. Yeah. The old Reed Hospital. The one that is gone now. That's why Sean and I went to Old Reed last year, Jessica, because we knew through some other exploring sources it was going to be destroyed soon. So we wanted to get out there and explore it while it was still there. It amazes me. That place is a testament to the damage vandals can do. That was a fully gorgeous, pristine hospital when it closed. It just closed because they needed more room. The people they sold it to were going to reopen it as a smaller hospital facility. Then they just didn't do it, ran out of money, and then they stopped guarding it. About 4 or 5 years after it closed, and suddenly went from pristine to Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in a matter of a couple years. Only took like 2, 3 years or 4 years for it to get like it was. And that was a fully huge hospital campus facility. Multiple buildings, tons of levels, super high tech and up to date. And it took a matter of years. It was crazy. Yeah, Jessica, that's got to be a thing, man. I mean, you're seeing these videos and you're going, hey, this is really cool. Oh my God, I was born there. That's got to be kind of a little, just a mini somebody walked over your grave type moment. It's like, yeah. And you got to look at yourself and go, wow, am I old enough stuff I was born in are being destroyed? Thing is, that place would still be there now. If the company that bought it had kept security on it, instead of pulling off security and leaving it wide open to vandals, that building would have lasted for decades and decades. But the vandals got in there and destroyed it. And it's just amazing they could destroy something that large. That place was a small city. Sean and I were there all that time, and I'm sure there's still places we missed. We couldn't get to the morgue. Because if you look down, I'm not sure if I left it in the video, we'll look down one of the areas where the morgue was. It was up to the ceiling. We couldn't get there even if you'd taken little inflatable boats like somebody did once. There's no chance. There were some areas where it was up to our ankles. Other areas it was 10 feet or more. Yeah, it's not as big as the hospital care center I go for my lung problem, but yeah, it was a large center. I go to kind of a city, and I don't mind sharing. I go to University of Iowa hospitals and clinics here in my area, and they are freaking huge. It is totally a city. Yeah. Yep. Well, see, we were allowed to take those. Sean was part of the construction and demolition crew. And Sean knew the people in charge. And they said we could take a couple things from that hospital when we explored it. That was really kind of cool. Tay is talking about in our area, in one of the cities, there was a hospital being demolished. Sean at the time was working on the demolition and surveying crew and knew the owner of the crew who actually had the ownership of the land. And he said, sure, we could go through it. And he said we could grab yay and yay, something. He said we could take a couple souvenirs. It's kind of cool. And that was a long time ago. We're talking old little instant cameras and like old videotape recording. And too bad those were lost in a house fire where I had them stored. Let's see. You live in your own wee world. Nice, Foogie. Yeah, gotta carry on, exactly. Tama, yeah, it still gets to me though, man. I wish your dad could have gone with me either this weekend or next week, or was it 2 weeks after? It would have been nice. Take one more trip together. Would have been great to go one more trip. Well, if you don't mind me asking, Jessica, how old are you? Because that kind of gives me gauging on how you were born there. Because I think the last patients were taken out of there 2009. And I know there's a lot of Christmas stuff in there still, kind of in some places. So it's right around, I don't know, why do so many places close up around holiday season? 12, wow. Then you were actually near the end of that place, Jessica. Yeah, the last patients were taken out of Old Reed Hospital in 2009. And that was 9 years ago, Jessica. So you were in the last few years of that place. In fact, you might have been right near the very beginning when you were born of a few of the perimeter buildings being closed up. Because it took years to clean it out and get people out of there. As they got some of the new facility open, they slowly started closing out the outer lying areas first. And that'd be cool if you're going to explore, Jessica. Keep track of all the explorers and listen and learn. And we look forward to seeing the next generations of explorers. That'd be great. Well, yeah, because Jessica, you were probably near the end of some of the workings there. So your doctor's offices for some of your visits were probably moved to New Reed. So that's why you had your appointments there, because certain offices were being closed up. If I remember right, it was like a 3 or 4 year amount of time it took to close that place down totally. Yeah, Tama, he definitely did. I've actually had a couple laughs over the last couple weeks, Tama, because the last times I talked to him, he was mentioning how he can't even be around you without being hungry for pizza. So, well, there you go, Jessica. You were born in 06. The last patients were out in 09. Most were out by late 08. So you were in the last 2 years. So you were definitely born there when some of that facility was starting to shut down. So yeah, it was. That's why you were going to New Reed for some of your stuff. Some of the I'm sure pediatric doctors who had moved already over there if their offices were open. Because I know they moved stuff as certain parts of New Reed came open. They moved each of the corresponding offices from the old over there. Yeah, Tommy, he did like to hang out. And hey, at the very least, he can say he got to have fun. He got some singing in, man. Oh, well, thanks, Jessica. I wish I could share. See, Jessica, a lot of explorers wish they could share more history of places. The reason we don't share more is because then vandals go to places. Now, Old Reed, there was no problem. It was wide open, no security. It was already destroyed horrendously. And by the time my video came out, it was about to be demolished. So I could share a decent amount of history. I like to do that, but boy, any explorer on here will tell you, you share a history of a place that's still decently untouched, vandals will find it and get in there and just rip it apart. Then it'll look like Old Reed, and we don't want that. As explorers, one of our rules is do no harm. We do no harm to an exploring location. Yeah, if you or your parents have any questions, Jessica, you can feel free to ask me here on the live stream or even message me on video or Instagram or whatever else. I'm exploring with CF about anywhere I'm at. Let's see, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Gmail. Well, actually, see, Tom, your dad actually explored with me and Sean some back in the day. He was very interested in me and Sean when we were doing that a lot more regular back years ago. And your dad went with us on, I believe, 2, maybe 3 explorers. And he had a blast. That's why he was wanting to go with me again here now recently. So he was looking to maybe get back into doing it once in a great while with me. He said maybe once a month he'd like to have done that. So yeah, your dad actually did do some urban exploring. Something else you could add to your repertoire of your dad. Not only was he the god of karaoke, but he did do urban exploring. Actually, I think I borrowed one of his flashlights one time in another explorer he couldn't go on. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, Jessica, any questions you have, I have no problem, especially about Old Reed. I've learned a good amount about it. A lot of our explorers learned a lot of history, whether we can share it or not at times. Sorry, just catching up on the chat. Yeah, Chris. Well, you got to make more videos, Chris. If you are trying to grow your YouTube channel, I'm just speaking from a YouTube standpoint, you do need to put out content. And I'm not talking just live streams. I enjoy the live streams. But you do need, if you're going to do exploring videos, you got to put out a video once every, I'd say 2 weeks. Even something small. And Scotland's Urbex Explorer sold his photos or newspaper. See, exactly, abandoned yesterday's. That's why you gotta. Now, everybody, there you go. Abandoned yesterday's gives you a cautionary tale. Watch who you share with. The bad thing is, even if you share somebody you trust, you got to make sure they're not going to share with somebody they trust, but you may not. It's bad because you almost have to know not only them, but then who they know in a way. Thankfully, a lot of the explorers I know are friends with other explorers. So I know if they're trusted, I kind of know they would trust people they're with. But yeah, Abandoned Yesterday's. Pajerico and I both have made videos bemoaning the destruction of places. One Pajerico did early on in his channel, and it wasn't because of his video. He kept it hidden. But somebody found out and just burned the place to the ground. He did a video after that showing it, and it broke his heart to see that damage. And he knew it wasn't him to give it away. So yeah, for any explorer, it's cautionary. Be careful. Yes, Tay, it was his big mag light I borrowed. The baseball bat. Back before we had LED lighting. I'll tell you what, that thing was heavy. And now we got flashlights this long and this big around that do the same amount of light. It's crazy. I have an LED light panel now. It lights up a whole room. Jeez, it's too bad selling pictures like that. I had a newspaper from out in Boston wanting to talk to me about one of my explorers. I actually refused. They stopped when I said I wouldn't share my photos with them because I'm afraid too many people would see it and figure out where it was. I could have been in the newspaper in Boston. I don't live anywhere near Boston. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I guess she saw it on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jessica, you're right. There are a lot around there. That city it's tough in that city right now, but they're fighting back. And urban explorers don't feel bad about that. We don't mind seeing things revitalize and come back at all. Maybe a little slower sometimes so we can explore it first. Yeah, I tell you, you're right. It was the big mag light. His big old baseball bat. He even had a hook on his one belt for that thing. Not just his work belt when he was a security guard, but his other belt, he actually made a hook in my dad's basement for that thing so he could quick draw it. Yeah, well, Abandoned Yesterday's, I appreciate the cautionary there. That's a bad one. When did I explore Old Reed? We were there, wow. September of last year, I believe, Jessica? I think we were there September of last year. Either August or September of last year we were there. Because we'd heard it was going to be demolished that coming late fall and winter, which it was. So that's why we got up there as quick as possible. We actually delayed 2 other explorers to go clear out there and see it. Wow, that's cool, Abandoned Yesterday's. Now, if it's something you felt comfortable in sharing, Abandoned Yesterday's, that's great. And now that it's been destroyed, maybe your footage is worth sharing to Discovery. Put explorers in a very good light. That'd be great. You guys are a great face of exploring. Dang, Jessica. Wow, exploring Discovery Channel Canada. Well, Chris, don't put pressure on yourself. YouTube is not, I don't do this, I don't pressure myself. I like to explore. I feel weird when I don't get out and explore. Don't pressure yourself to have to put out videos. Don't make it a job. Keep it something you enjoy. But yeah, it doesn't have to be something big. Get out there and take a look around you in your area. So you can just walk around and explore and see. Yeah, no kidding, Tama. He made a little quick. My dad actually helped make some little hook loop thing on his belt. It wasn't like the normal loop you had to pull all the way up. It's like almost like one of those broom clips. You clip something to the wall in your garage. It was like that, and he could pull it straight forward and out. It was really cool. But he could pull it backwards and it'd click in there. And he could run and it wouldn't come out, but if he grabbed it and shoved forward, it would come out. It was really something him and my dad did. I don't even know how the 2 of them got on doing it. But suddenly they're in the workshop downstairs making this quick draw McGraw thing for his mag light. Well, Abandoned Yesterday's, you might be able to share that though. If that train's been lit on fire or destroyed now and is damaged beyond saving, maybe your footage is worth sharing. If not, I totally trust you guys. I've seen you got way too good a history out there. If you think damage can still be done, then yeah, don't share it. We're planning on it, Jessica. I'm just not sure exactly when. I probably will be going through Indiana in about a month on my way to Detroit and Ohio. I'm not sure where or if I'll be stopping in Indiana. But I know I will be going through Indiana. But I'm not exactly sure my route. I'll probably be skirting Indiana, kind of near the top edge. I'll probably go right, maybe through Gary. I don't know if I'll ever get near where old Reed was. Thanks, Tom. Wow. That's really cool, Abandoned Yesterdays. I had a guy who was a customer at an auto shop I was at for a long time. He was a producer of one of our local TV stations. He told me that he could hook me up with one of our local TV talk shows about doing a whole thing on urban exploring. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. Partially because I've explored places in my local area. Most of them legal, but a few, I don't want to cause trouble in my home area, but also, I don't want people to find the places. Because part of a story, they're going to see video or picture for the story, and I don't want to share that. It shouldn't be too bad there, Chris, because they got most of the fires under control now. And you got normal lungs. You got to try it with my lungs. Oh, ah. Yeah, Jessica, you'll have that. Be careful. Peeking through windows like that. Don't breathe too deep air like that, because some of that can be really molded up, and you can actually inhale some pretty rough stuff in your lungs. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You're already kind of looking around, getting a feel for exploring. If you are going to start exploring, Jessica, be careful. And like I've told Chris, start with the exteriors. Don't go in any place until you're comfortable. Even if you have to ask your parents. I know a girl, she's 19. She still explores with her dad. He goes with her. She's a photographer, and they explore together. They started out doing exteriors when she was young. And now she's gotten older, and they do some interior stuff together. Kind of cool group. Yeah, Jessica, be careful of the basements. 4 or 5 feet deep. Yeah. Tama, I will definitely keep that in mind because there's times I could use a second person. Sean can't go with me all the time. As an injured vet, he's got medical issues that he has to deal with, and he's got a job. So there's times I'm doing it alone. If I'm going to do something alone and I'm not going real far or anything, I'll definitely keep you in mind because I could use that around here. As big as this area is, everybody, like I said, I live in about a 430,000 plus metro area. Multiple cities. Heck, if you add a few of the outlying cities, we're closer to 450,000 people. We're very rural cities, though. It's kind of weird. It's a huge expanse of people, but not super big downtown-y areas. But I've only found between me and Sean and one other guy that are actual urban explorers in this area. It is crazy. We live in an urban exploration desert. It's weird. I know people in Indiana. I know people in Iowa, mostly outer western Iowa. People in Wisconsin above me. People in Missouri below me. But it seems like my area of Iowa and Illinois, everybody said, heck with that. And exactly, Fugi. See, Jessica, it's a good thing you had a friend with you. That's great. Ooh, out of The Conjuring, yeah. You always get that feeling that some critters are going to come out of some nasty water, too. Chris, that's one thing you got to be careful. Don't just wish for good weather. I've explored in rainstorms, snowstorms, which I don't like doing. I hate cold. You can't operate your equipment real good on the cold, so I actually don't like to do cold explores. I've done it in 100-degree weather with humidity. Perfect weather doesn't always happen, man. Pretty much got to roll with it. I can carry little rain parka and plastic baggies for my equipment in my backpack. Paul, Steady Boy NZ. Paul limps in right at the end, man. Oh, yeah, Jessica, man, I'm telling you, those waters, some of those places, it looks like a horror movie. The video we reviewed tonight from Abandoned Yesterdays, the stuff hanging, the little black gooey things hanging on the ceiling, it looked like such a horror movie filming area. It was crazy. All you do is add a kid from pick your favorite horror movie with children. Put them in that scene. It would have been perfect. But yeah, watch out for water, especially weak flooring in houses like have a lot of water in the basement. I would rather fall through a floor or land on a hard concrete floor than fall into some nasty butt water. You don't know what's in there and you can still land and hurt yourself and then drown because you get hurt. It's always raining or so. I don't know Abandoned Yesterdays. I've seen Pajerico and Urbex. They doing some videos on some good weather. I will say that I feel for you guys there in Scotland because where I live in America, we have winters like yours. They're cold and they suck. And I remember Pajerico totally freezing his butt off on one of his explorers this winter. Yeah, I don't like to explore in rain as much, Paul, but I can with this. This little sucker, I tested it out on one of my recent explorers, and it's totally waterproof. Yay! Love that. What a quality little piece of equipment this is. I've had cheap action cameras, everybody. It's worth the money to get a good GoPro. It really is. This thing does a heck of a job. My cheapie, I still use it for a dash cam, and it makes my car look like a cop car. So nobody questions me and Sean when we go on exploring sites. Our summer was on a Tuesday this year. Wow. Well, Abandoned Yesterdays, you're like us. We're getting ready to head into fall here soon. Where the heck did summer go? Oops, there's my He-Man Masters Universe notification sound. And my chat did not advance. Well, see, Study Boy, my actual camera, my other main one is not waterproof. It's military grade shock resistant, but not waterproof. I have plastic bags for it and a few of my touchy electronics. My backpack is water resistant. Hey, H-Top, how's it going? Hey, everybody, we were talking earlier about copyright music again on some of the reviewing videos. H-Top Music, check him out. Once again, I talk about him a lot. I listen to the H-Top's music while I'm doing editing, when I don't have to do my sound work. And also, H-Top, I need to use more of his music because he's got copyright-free music. So use H-Top's music. I need to do better myself with that. For drone footage especially, because I found some of his songs I like, but I haven't used them because I haven't got to the drone footage yet. But use them and put his name in your details. But talk to H-Top about it. H-Top's got a lot more knowledge on copyright than I do. Also, check out Among the Unknown, because Among the Unknown does music. So these guys here can help you out if you don't like what the choices are in the Creator Studio. Wow, Fugi. I already got bad lungs. Me, exploring, my lungs can't be damaged anymore. I do wear masks a lot, or I'm careful. I will tell you, anybody's exploring, do not shuffle your feet. Do not kick up any dust more than you have to. Kicking up dust is bad. The school that Abandoned Yesterdays just did, if you notice the air was actually really clear. You can see a lot of particulates in the lighting. Use your light to look for particulates in the air. A lot of things that can damage your lungs and sinuses are particulates you can see. Not all, but some. So that's just a good sign. It's like a bad... Wow. $10,000 buy an army plane? Well, that'd be kind of cool. Well, yeah, Abandoned Yesterday. Oh, Abandoned Yesterday, you don't know, I have a lung condition called cystic fibrosis. I actually have about 30 to 34% of my lungs actually functioning right now. And I do wear masks. I huff and puff on my camera. If you watch my videos, I huff and puff on the cameras, let alone the parts I edit out. There are parts I have to stop going upstairs, take some breaths, you know. But it is what it is. I'm not going to let it stop me. See, Tama. Weather's the dish is going to suck up here. No problem, Tama. Like I said, I'll keep it in mind because that might help me out. I'm looking for some more local explorers yet. So if I run into a lot more localish ones, I definitely will do that because that'd be great. Because it's just weird. There's nobody in this area that does this except, well, me and Sean mostly. So what's up in your world, H-Top? Anything new going on? No, Jessica, I don't, but I know a couple guys in Indiana that do know where it is. Because they're big Indiana explorers. One of them's Urbex Indie. I think that's his handle on Instagram. Yeah, that's a lot. That's crazy for a whole military plane. Oh, cat. I see Jax is here. Urbex Indie. Like Indiana or Indianapolis. Yeah, it's like Indianapolis 500 is Indy. Like Urbex Indie, I believe, is his handle on Instagram. Nothing new, H-Top, sorry. Just playing music, enjoying the jams, and the love of all your followers. I will say one thing, that's really cool. I can go to H-Top's stuff when I'm up at like 3:30 in the morning still editing, and H-Top's always got people on there, and the music's still playing, so kind of cool. Oh yeah, Tama, that's Jax. He's our youngest. He's our nuclear-powered cat. Let me check here. Let me make sure that's it, Jessica. I may be wrong. I don't remember everybody's handle just right. And boy, am I on the wrong screen there. Well, that's interesting. Wow, that's totally the wrong screen. Anybody else having notification problems with Instagram? Ever since Instagram started doing IGTV, I do not get notifications anymore. It rarely dings. I don't know what the heck that is all about. Oh, crud. No. Back. In fact, I got 2 messages since we've been on. No ding, no nothing. Okay. Boy, now Facebook, since I picked my phone up, is going nuts. Stop it. Search. Let me see if I can find these people. Sorry, everybody. See if Jessica can find it. Oops, if I can spell. Here, spell it like this, Jessica. That's why it's not. Why does it not stay on there? Try that. Because it comes up on mine. My Facebook notifications come when I move my phone. My Instagram ones are just suddenly I go open up Instagram, and then suddenly there's like 8 people have hearted me, 5 comments, and some have messaged me on the instant message part. And I'm like, really? You couldn't have let me know any of that? Yeah, Tama, he is nuclear powered. When he doesn't eat, he refuels. He eats insanely, and he's also kind of a very sharp rocket-powered thing. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder, Study Boy. I mean, it seems like they've really gotten, I don't know, yeah, Instagram, a division of YouTube Inc. I'm still not a big fan of the Instagram TV. I don't want to stop my urban exploring where I'm filming something with a wide screen, because all of our screens now are made widescreen. Stop, get my phone out, turn my phone this way and film special for Instagram TV. And people go, well, you don't have to. Yeah, you do. Because if you film like this, then you got to keep in mind this little stripe, that's all that's going to show on your Instagram TV if you edit that down. It's stupid. Thanks, Tama. Yep. Another year. Woohoo. So yeah, I'm still not a fan of Instagram TV or even filming like this because now YouTube allows you to do it too. I don't like it. I don't like watching Band-Aid videos. Which, yeah, sure, on your phone and tablet, you can turn it this way and it'll fill your screen, but then you can't use the chat very well. But if you're watching on this, your laptop, your TV, you're watching a Band-Aid. I will not, me and Urbex have talked about, we both think it's downgrading. It's dumb. We went to these great, gorgeous 16:9, gorgeous wide screens. And because some people can't hold a camera this way, they have a brain problem. We are all now supposed to downgrade to this? Oh, heck yeah, Tom. Trust me, I have no problem. Maybe due to my health problem. Every year I get older is another year I beat the odds. I have no problem with getting older because the alternative to getting older is not good. Ouch. Whew. Foogie, man. Foogie, you're getting your butt kicked here. Man, that's like a can of whoop-ass time. Whew. Let's see here. I think we covered pretty much anything I want to talk about. Is there anything else anyone wants to bring up? Thanks, H-Top. Urbex, is there anything you want to discuss about the Urbex Theater tonight? I know you wanted to do it earlier and I got squirreled. Sometimes, Urbexy, you gotta drag the squirrel back. Take the nuts away. The squirrel will follow them acorns, man. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, PS4 is fast. I stream a lot on my Roku, and depending on the phone, some phones are pretty quick now. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I appreciate it. I'm just here to, to share what I love. Yeah, thanks, Urbex. The squirrel looked happy. Yes, I did. But yeah, sometimes you gotta drag me back. Trust me, it's taken me years to get my exploring where I'm not just squirreling all over my camera. You should see some of my earlier footage. Oh, my Lord. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I appreciate that. Ouch. Well, actually, Study Boy, if you look at George Carlin, he says the 10 Commandments, there's too many of them puppies anyway. You can trim them down to about 3 or 4. So you can go check George Carlin out on your own. That's not exactly family friendly for this channel. Her was before. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For those of you who know, Urbexy is Sherlock Holmesing a urban explorer who we think, actually, we're darn sure. It's pretty obvious to the naked eye for anybody that's being kind of critical. They faked the heck out of something and set it up so something happened, yada, yada. And Urbexy and I both have heard part of this somewhere. They used a piece of audio from something. He is Sherlock Holmesing it. And if he can prove it, we're going to air it on here. Because time for this Urbex Theater crap and the lies to stop. Time to get some real... Time for the real explorers to come back. And get rid of this clickbait. The ones that are lying, making up stuff. They're not only misleading, they're destroying urban exploring and how the world is starting to think better of urban exploring. They're destroying that. But they're also making people think urban exploring is something it's not. So yeah. What, Tama? You guess what happened, or you want me to tell you what happened on the video we're talking about? You kind of scan back to the early part of the live stream, but there's a video somebody put out. Yeah, exactly, Study Boy. There's a video somebody put out on, a lot of urban explorers on YouTube are doing what we call clickbait. They're blatantly lying or making things up on their thumbnails, their titles, or in the video. And it's really messing up. It's messing up YouTube and a lot of internet for real explorers. So a lot of real explorers that don't lie, fake, falsify, embellish, whatever you want to call it, are kind of fighting back. So yeah, so a lot of us are trying to make a movement. We're making recordings on exploring rules, stuff like that. And we, Devon from Among the Unknown was suggesting good rules last week. Get them written up, put them down somewhere, then we can drop a link in these guys, we can tell them, hey, you guys broke a bunch of exploring rules. You're not real explorers. They get crappy. We can drop a link going, here's the page with all the rules. You guys broke all these. Yes, we were, Jessica. I only mentioned it because I could show it on camera. The guys with the lights and when we were down the tunnel were following us. And then the guys I caught across the courtyard. Sean had another piece of video, but it's not real clear. I might be able to enhance it up and show a little better. But we were also trying to stay out of their sight. But yeah, they were following us for a good about 3-4 hours. Well, thankfully that place is big and me and Sean are really sneaky. We had our lights off and we had a couple of the tunnels memorized by walking through. We were walking through a couple of them in the dark with gloved hands on the wall. Some of the walls were nasty. We threw away our gloves and we left. But I've been on for 2 hours and 31 minutes. I'm probably going to get out of here pretty soon. You're idiots act. Not how. Well, yeah, Tom, exactly. But the problem is right now, a lot of these people are rising on YouTube. Urbexy, when he got on YouTube, he found a lot of good explorers, including me and Pajerico, and started networking with a lot of us just by searching urban explorations or urban exploring, urban explorers in the searches. And that's how he found a lot of us. But now, even a year or so later, you type that same thing in, it comes with a lot of these guys come up, maybe even 100,000 watches on their videos, which I can't get. But it's all clickbait. They're making things up. And now the first 30 or 40 recommendations are all clickbait. They're liars. And it's drowning real explorers because they're not here to share explorers, to preserve anything. They're here to make up fame, more views, and my dog is barking. He's trying to yell down the steps at me. So yeah, problem is a lot of people seem to be sucking it up thinking that's real exploring. I mean, it's not it. Making up people chasing you, making up fake blood, making up murder scenes, making up seeing ghosts, making up seeing, ooh, I saw something move. So yeah, and too many people that don't explore are falling for it and believing it. Then they get mad at us saying we're not doing real exploring. It's like, sorry, that we are the ones doing the real ones. Exactly what Urbex said, Jessica. And Tama, sorry. Yes, Study Boy's right. Also, a lot of big ones who used to be real explorers are faking it now a lot. And a lot of it's just for views now. They're after views. Well, not you're making any money. They're after views. Wow. Well, Chris, there's nothing wrong. Just because other explorers have been in places doesn't mean you can't do it. You may see something they don't. You may film it in a different way. You may show the viewers something they've never seen in a different, better way. Or just do it because you want to see it. I don't care how many people have explored something. I haven't been in it. If I have a chance, I want to get in. Well, thanks, Jessica. No, I really don't. If I ever clickbait and lie, if I make a sensational title, it's real. When I said the one we found a crime scene and had a question mark at the end, I can actually take the question mark off that. The police did tell us, yes, we did find a crime scene. They did some investigation. The safe we found in that house was not from that house. They traced it back and found where it was stolen from, and that was a crime scene. Somebody brought the safe there and broke into it. So I could take the question mark off. But even then, I left a question mark because we didn't know for sure at the time. But the police thought so. They were taking pictures and video and calling people when we were leaving. So, but no, I really try not to clickbait, and I hope if I do sometime, please do not hesitate to call me out. If I've lied on something, please let me know. I don't want to be that type of person. I'm going to be good at self-checking, but I want to make sure I don't. So all my viewers, I'd be very happy if you see me straying, please let me know. And I'll bet Urbexy and Study Boy and a lot of the longtime explorers feel the same way. If you do see us stray off the path of righteousness, put us back on it. Tama, a lot of that falls right on YouTube. Lying is actually against blatant lying, and well, now the term is clickbait, but blatant lying on YouTube is actually against YouTube's rules, but they're letting it slide because these guys are getting a lot of watches, which so-called brings revenue for YouTube, but not so much because now there's some advertisers who won't advertise on some people's videos because they know about the sketchy material. They know about the lies, so it's actually kind of hurting YouTube. And by not fixing it, by hurting urban explorers, there's also clickbait in the paranormal world, or in actual travel vloggers are having clickbait issues. So are some others. By not fixing the clickbait, they're damaging real channels that could draw them watches and advertisers for many, many years. Holy heck, Hike with Mike, how's it going? How's my Tarzan Forest Explorer doing? So yeah, Tom, a lot of that though lies with YouTube's fault. YouTube has been very lax. The channel that's still pirating my stuff is still up. Still up, even though I've been communicating for the last 7 months with YouTube. So a lot of my viewers, I've talked to them, and they're still up. So YouTube is very lazy about enforcing their own rules. How's it going tonight, Hike with Mike? By the way, funny video. I like that. You guys are very, I like the whole phone call acting. That was great. Nice little ad. And the fauna, that's great seeing something different like that. We don't have too much meat-eating critters here in my part of the country. There you go, Chris. Exactly what Foogie Face says. You got to know what you like. Don't keep asking us that part. You've got to know what you want to film and show. Don't just look at what we film and show, because a lot of us in here show different stuff, which is another reason I watch so many explorers. I have my own style, but they show it differently, and I like to see that. So find out what you like. Hey, Rogue, how's it going? Tama, what? You said, wait, what? Who? Not really, Hike with Mike. I do know that blue orbs are actually a real phenomenon called ball lightning. So you may have had that. And doesn't take a thunderstorm to have them. A certain amount of static discharge mixed with a certain amount of sunlight can actually make a type of ball lightning called blue orb called ball lightning. And it's a real scientific thing. So that could be what you saw, or who knows? Yes, Mike, it could be something with a camera. Reflections off lenses, off mirrors inside the camera. Certain things, if it's a digital, certain things picked up inside the sensor bad or wrong. They didn't know how to interpret it. So yeah, there's a lot of explanations. It'd be pretty much something you'd have to, well, investigate. Well, Study Boy, H-Top is always willing to talk to you about music. H-Top is very frisky about you guys using his music. Just make sure, as I'm sure H-Top will tell you when you discuss it with him, make sure you are going to put music from blah blah H-Top music. So make sure in the details. Oh, Tama, there's a channel on YouTube, Pirating Mine. They don't have all my videos, but they've taken my header, the name of my channel. They've got my social media stuff up. And YouTube knows about it and has done nothing. You know, it breaks tons of their rules, their identity theft rules, a bunch of other copyright rules and everything else. They've done nothing. It's been 6-7 months. So yeah. The guy's channel content is the same, but he's got it's my face on it, everything. It's really jackass. They don't do nothing. Yeah, H-Top, contact Steady Boy, because Paul doesn't mess around. If he says that to you, he really means he wants to talk to you about it. And if you guys want to talk about it right now, please feel free. I don't mind if somebody leaves the stream to go collab, communicate, and help each other out. There's no time like the present to, learn something new and work with each other. Oh, sorry, Jessica. It's nice keeping up with the chat. No, Jessica, we do not get permission every time, and I will not lie about it. We really try to get permission. I do tax searches, satellite searches, meet with owners if I can. Every once in a while, I do, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, trespass. Other times, I'm in places that have no ownership. Sean and I have explored houses where people have died. There's no family, and the city, county, or state has not taken any type of ownership. So that's a non-owned property. So, but we do try not to trespass, but we have. We try every opportunity first not to. So, we really do. As for you'd have to find out in your state what constitutes trespassing and what the rules are about trespassing and what the penalties are. Because sometimes each city has their own rules and laws. Some places, if it's not marked, that's their own fault. Other places, it doesn't have to be marked. Other places, got to be marked with purple paint. There's so many rules, it's hard to keep track, honestly. Even with Google running, sometimes you can't keep track. Like I said, we try not to trespass, but sometimes it's the only option. I know very few urban explorers that can be as prolific as they would like to be and not trespass at all. Sooner or later, you just won't get in. I'll type it in here, guys. I don't like giving this guy a lot of, let's see. That is the channel right there. It's Pirated Mine. All you do is open it in a new tab, and you'll see what I mean. Sorry, I don't have the link, because that's the name of it. If you search it, that comes up. Yes, Rogue, Illinois has got a mishmash, but so does every state. Most states, depending on the county, the city, have a mishmash. It's crazy. Even certain parts of Detroit have different rules in the city. It's almost impossible, Jessica, to be 100% legal as an urban explorer because of all the rule differences. It'll happen, Jessica. Honestly, if you are really going to be an urban explorer, you are going to run into the police here and there. Best I can tell you is, honestly, if we get stopped by the police or if somebody finds us, we never argue with the police because we are technically in the wrong. I treat the police with utmost respect, even if they're being jerks, because I am in the wrong. Not all the time. One time, cop showed up and me and Sean were in a place. They argued us, but there was no ownership. We showed them where we had actually communicated with the old owner of a complex that said it wasn't theirs. And then we showed them where we talked to the county that said it wasn't theirs. Neither were accepting ownership. It was in a court battle because neither wanted to own it. The cops finally had to relent when we showed them the proof that we'd communicated and no ownership. But just be very nice to the police. A lot of times, if you're a true urban explorer, you can show them footage of what you were doing. You can prove to them you did not break in, that you've had an opening. A lot of police are decent guys. A lot of cops know urban explorers over vandals. Some may just let you go with a warning, pat you in the butt, say don't come back. Others may be a little nicer than that even. Some may, okay, here's a ticket. Or just may be mean and go, don't ever come back here or else. But just be very nice to the cops. No problem, Paul. Have a good one. Paul is in New Zealand, so it is his lunch tomorrow there. He took a lunch break. Stop in. Hey, Gaming and Ponies. Oh, thanks, Gaming and Ponies. Yeah, Sandberg Mall. I am still talking to the new ownership of Sandberg Mall before it maybe gets demolished about getting in there and filming yet. The lady had to cancel my appointment last week. Her father is actually in the hospital, so everybody hope her father pulls through. She's dealing with some rough stuff, so she had to cancel the appointment. I told her I understood totally. But Sean and I still have our fingers crossed to get back into Sandberg and do a full filming of it, which we will be sharing with the Galesburg Historic Society. Also, I've mentioned this before, work with your historic societies in your area, whether city, county, or state. Talk to them, tell them what you're thinking about exploring, ask them if they would like footage, pictures, or if there's anything they would like you to do in that explore if you get it. Working with your historic societies and preservation societies also gives you a legitimacy when you're talking to owners or of any type of land, business or residential. If you tell them you're actually cooperating with the museum or historic society, they like to hear that. So you should definitely do that. I'm hoping that, and I do thank the Historic Society of Galesburg for helping to point me to the right people. They've been extremely helpful. They're very good at preserving a lot of history of Galesburg. And Sean and I are really hoping to get back in there because we love that mall. It's not too far from our area. It's a couple hours away, but not bad. Jessica, I wouldn't mind exploring with you, but honestly, you would probably have to be over age, be 18. As a minor, either that or your parents would have to be along or know what you're doing. Because that's a touchy thing. Under a certain age, it's a dangerous thing to do. So you have to be careful. Well, hey, I know, I've already explored with somebody that was age 14 or 15, Jessica. And his parents knew. His mom was actually fine with us exploring, and she actually went along with us once. This is about 6 years ago. As far as I know, he still explores. Yeah, his mom went along because she was interested. She thought it was really cool. He was interested in something that got him out doing something. So I don't know. Sometimes when somebody say we need to explore together, age doesn't always mean it. Sometimes younger people do want to go, and sometimes the parents are all for it. I know another guy. He's got a great urban exploring channel. His mom goes with him and drives him a lot of places. So you never know. Well, Jessica, just pay attention to my channel. And if I'm traveling through Indiana, you'll know. I usually will do little live streams up on my travels from now on. I've had people say I should do a little more on my trips. Rogue Exploration, you're dead right. And I think I missed something. I need to back up, guys. Because Hike with Mike said something. He said it so perfectly. All right, Jessica. Hike with Mike said it this way. I found it better to ask forgiveness than permission. He's kind of right. A lot of people will automatically say no to you if you ask to explore their property. Yet, if you explore it without permission and get caught, you can a lot of times get out of it without getting yourself in too much trouble. Not guaranteeing. I will say this. Female explorers actually have a higher success rate of asking property owners about exploring property. Not a lot of people want to say no to a female. I know some women, girl explorers of a couple different ages, and they have a very good success rate of talking to people, whether it's men or women. People see women as less damaging, less, I don't know, better to let explore. I don't know. They don't see them as bad. Hey, RJ32. I'm running way over my time, but we're had a good chat going. But yeah, if your dad is interested and okay with you doing that, we don't have to go into a place. Just find an abandoned building and you could do some filming around it. That's not a big deal. It's you got to start somewhere. I'm telling you. If there's places in your area that interest you and you want to film them even just from the outside, start doing that. Figure out if you want to talk to the camera, be on camera or just behind it. It's a whole bunch of learning. Hey, Fugi, I appreciate you guys. Everybody there at Abandoned Yesterdays, thank you for letting us view your video. And thank you for all the information, for joining the conversation, for being so involved, and for being such good urban explorers. I really love your videos. Another good Scottish exploring group. I mean, man, I'm telling you, Scotland is becoming one of like an Urbex mecca to me almost. Just because you guys there seem to really be heavy into it and following rules and so fun and respectful. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, gaming and ponies. Keep it up to date. I will try to post if I meet with her and I get the okay. I will post it on here that I got the okay. I will probably post a short little live stream unedited saying, woohoo, we got the permission to do Sandberg. Then if you drop me a message, I maybe can talk to you and interrupt they're doing it. I just hope everything works out with her father and she gets back to me soon. Yeah, RJ32, we did a good, reviewed a great video from Abandoned Yesterdays. Great Urbex group from Scotland. Check them out. They enjoy what they do very much. They also were very participating in the chat tonight. So it was a good stream so far. Jessica, it's up to you whether you want to do YouTube. YouTube is not for everybody. I know some really good explorers that don't do YouTube. I've explored with them too. If you want to do YouTube, yes. Start yourself a channel and never erase anything unless it's something you have to erase. I have some early footage on my YouTube channel that isn't very good, but it's good to see an improvement. It all builds a history. People can see how you've improved, how much you love these places even when you weren't good at shooting, and it builds a nice library to your channel. I mean, if you start doing that house, maybe you're exploring 15 years from now. You might be 27 years old and exploring. Look back on that channel and go, wow, look how far I've come, and other people can see that. So yeah, go and explore it. It doesn't have to be fancy camera equipment. A lot of people use these now. These have real good footage. Just make sure you know how your settings are. I'd film in 1080-60. And tilt it like this. If you don't have a hand tripod, either hold it towards the center so you don't shake much or use both hands. Yeah, dude. New Zealand is... Paul stopped in during his lunch, but yeah, New Zealand is... You're on the other side of the planet, man. It took YouTube a while to get that notification to you. Yep, I know Abandoned Yesterdays. I appreciate you guys coming in at all. I understand time zones. That's why I try to kind of straddle almost too early here in America to kind of late for you guys. I'm sorry. You know, for Dude Behind the Camera in New Zealand is decently early. Tama, are you still there, or Tay? I know if you guys went and looked at that channel, I know Tama said a while ago, give me a second, but if the chat goes by, I might miss it. Have a good one, H-Top. H-Top, do look up Study Boy NZ. Drop him a message. He's a very busy boy as a teacher, but do drop him a message, and he will hit you back and hopefully use some of your music. And I need to do the same. Maybe if you see some of my drone footage in my videos, drop me a little message reminding me to stop by and talk to you. With my health, unfortunately, with my lung problem, I do run out of time to do certain things, so sometimes I get behind. Oh, no problem, Tay. I just didn't know who was still there. Oh, thanks, Rogue. I try. I've been doing this so long, where I'm semi-new to YouTube. I helped another friend on a channel years ago. But I'm semi-new to YouTube, but I do care about urban exploring itself and YouTube in general. As bad as YouTube's had problems they've had lately, YouTube is still the best thing going. As bad as they screwed up, they still have the best. They've fallen a long ways. lost their way. Hopefully they fix things soon. They still have by far the best user interface, the best library. They give you a lot of free things to work with. And you can still make something great on YouTube. It just takes a little work. So I'm trying. Yeah, Rogue, I spend a lot of time doing this. Just my editing. I am a very picky editor on my videos. Sometimes it takes me, depending on how long the Explorer is, it takes me between 3 and 10 hours to edit a video. Okay, dude. Oh, hey, dude, yeah, Creator Fundamentals did get back to me. But when I clicked on the comment, I think I can see it. I don't know if it's still up on my other channel, and if you guys can even see it. But if I click on it as the creator, it doesn't click. It goes, this comment is either is not available anymore. It's either timed out or something. So I can't even answer him back. I've tried on computer. I've tried on my phone. I click on it. It says unable to do so. This comment is either expired or something. I'm like, what do you mean expired? So I haven't answered him back. I was going to answer him and tell him exactly where it was in the videos. I rewatched the video with him. And yes, he kind of blew off my question. And kind of disrespectful to small channels. And dude, look at the bottom of my chat. I got it working. It was a YouTube screw up, not me. That's why the super chat wasn't working. And you missed it. I don't know why he did it, dude. Pajerico donated 10 pounds to me tonight. I love the guy, but I turned to 3 Shades of Red because I don't know what to say. It's his birthday as well as mine. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I appreciate that. I just try to come on here and be genuine. I don't try to make myself out to be anything I am not. Anybody on here that's ever met me in person can tell you that. Lord Explorers is about to. Is this Sunday I meet him. Some of these people, if I haven't met them in person, I've talked to them on the phone. Some of them I've been talking to on chat and phone for a year from over across the sea or oceans. I just try to be me. And I hope to help urban explorers and even YouTubers in general. I still think this is such a great platform. Right now, I got people on here from Scotland, New Zealand. I've had people from Greece I talked to. We all get to see so much from so many minds around the world at once here. It's just so great. You don't have to do that, dude. I just let you know it does work now because YouTube, it was a YouTube screw up. They actually sent me an email saying, oops, our bad. And they said they corrected it. And surprise, dude, Abandoned Yesterdays was dead on right tonight. They had no copyright music, so our review went out without a hitch. So if I get demonetized tonight, I'm going to be very unhappy with YouTube. Thank you, Rogue. Yes, Urbex Pajerico, the first guy I met on YouTube when I had my channel. His birthday is August 20th. Mine's the 21st. Boy, what are the odds of that? Halfway around the world. And we found out that, well, I know for a fact a lot of my family is from Scotland, which he's in. He knows his family name and I knew mine, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I appreciate it. And that's great. Now it's been a great stream because we've got a lot to talk about. And now Tama may end up, if Taco can go with me on an Explorer, it'd just be so fitting if Tama gets to go sometime. It'd be next best thing to having him with me. So hopefully I can get a trip around here where he can go and see how that works out. Can't beat when unexpected cool things happen. No problem, Jessica. I do this every Tuesday night, 5:30 to 7:30 Central Time. The only time I don't, the only caveats I have, if I'm out of town on an exploring trip and still exploring at 5:30, I will try to do a live stream from the Explorer. But I will try to, I almost always have done Tuesday, 5:30, 7:30 for like the last year. I don't know about Irish, because I'm Scottish. Pajerico's Scottish. I got a huge amount of my family in Scotland. My dad even knows our tartan pattern for the kilts. Frightening. I don't want to wear a skirt. Hey, Jay. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, don't worry, Tay. I'll bring Tama back in one piece. Well, I appreciate that, Jessica, but don't feel pressure to do so, please. I know we all have schedules and lives, and if you're looking into exploring, hon, really look into it. Please don't learn from clickbait explorers who make things up. Look up honest explorers. If you're not sure who honest explorers are, ask pretty much all the explorers on here right now. Rogue, dude behind the camera, Urbexy, Abandoned Yesterdays, Urbex Pajerico. Among the unknown, these are honest explorers. Talk to them. They have no problem helping newer explorers out. Real explorers do not. The only thing explorers do not do with new explorers until they build up their own street cred, I guess you'd say, is share sites due to too many people backstabbing and damaging places. So yeah. All right, now we wait. You should have that fixed soon. What, Tama? So how's it going, Jay? Hey Jay, like I said, if you can only think you can make part of Gary, let us know. We'd have no problem with that, since you're so close to home. Ha! Call him a skirt. We killed him. Nice. Well, yeah, my family. My dad. I think my dad said our family's over there. His name is Farquhar. Oh my gosh, I cannot spell it. Farquhart or something like that. I am horrible at spelling it, so my dad is into that stuff. Oh. Okay, now I can't get it to come up at all. Oh my. Now I can't get it to come up. But Pajerico's got it. I sent it to him. Well, thanks, Rogue. I just enjoy what I do. That's kind of why I kind of overdo it sometimes. Oh, that's okay, Tama. I don't know. Thing is, as many people have complained from my channel and myself, I've talked to the actual tech people at YouTube, sent them screenshots. It should have been fixed in the first week. And I'm telling you right now, if I was a big channel like Exploring with Josh or somebody, it'd have been fixed in the first couple hours. But 6-7 months later, that Jack Nuggets channel's still up. So yeah. Wow, Jessica, you've been here that long? Woo, 3 hours. Kind of a long stream for me. And honestly, guys, I do have to get going. I got a lot to do yet tonight, including chest therapy for my lungs, breathing treatments, all the fun stuff I get to do to keep having another birthday. And stay away from that transplant table for a while longer. Well, Exploring Jay, that's why they make lots of caffeine. I'm just messing with you, man. I understand, and we'll be making other trips, dude. In fact, I can make trips to your area, too. I'm not that far. Well, they flagged his videos, but his videos aren't mine. I'm more interested in my stuff he's stolen, Tama. So yeah, flagging his videos doesn't help me for my stuff. My face. My picture. But yeah. How does he in here? Oh, no problem, Tay. Yeah. I'll be around. With Jeff, I don't know yet, but I'll be around. I'm getting things a little more stable, as everybody on here knows. But guys, I appreciate very much the stream, and I would love to keep it going because we are actually doing we are talking a lot, we're learning a lot. Chris, Jessica, our two newest explorers on here, learn a lot, watch the honest explorers, learn your own style, don't feel pressure to do anything. Explore as little or as much as you feel comfortable or safe doing. And you don't have to explore anything big and fancy. Small stuff, abandoned house, Jessica, that's great. Heck, there's a lot of times a lot of explorers would kill to have a nice abandoned house. Even just from the outside. So, get into it. If you enjoy it, Jessica, I hope to see your videos. Thanks, Tay. Thank you, Rogue Exploration. Jay, I will definitely talk to you. Jay, if you don't hear from me by 4 o'clock tomorrow, you're my time zone. 4 o'clock tomorrow, message me, okay? Message me on either Facebook or Instagram. Well, not Instagram. I don't get notifications unless I check it. So message me on Facebook, would you, Jay? And we'll talk about the mall. Oh, be careful, Jessica. I made exploring with CF. Well, CF is with the illness I have in my lungs. I'm exploring with it because I do focus on abandoned places. But me and my wife travel. When I travel, if I see something really interesting, I'll put it on there. I left exploring with, so I have a broad range. If you want a broad range, yes, there's exploring with Jessica. I don't care how saturated some people will say exploring with is on YouTube. Who gives a rat's butt? Exploring with leaves you a wide range of things you can film. Some people have just Urbex Bob. It's pretty much urban exploring. Pick what you want for a name. Be careful with the name. You can only change it a few times here and there. But urban exploring with is, it's up to you how you want to do it. I knew it before I went into it, what I was going to do for a name and why I wanted exploring with CF. Oh, no problem, Jessica. Thanks for hanging out with us all tonight, and feel free to ask some of these guys questions or gals. Wow, X9305X, I love your smiley face. That is kind of a bad Heine smiley face. Woo! He looks properly evil. Yeah, no problem, Tama. Thanks. Hey, Tama, well, you're on my messenger. I can get a hold of you. That's not a problem. Thanks, everyone. Yes. Yeah, see, Jessica, Journey's a Chris Peck. He took a couple shots at his name. He's happy with it now. But everybody, I am going to get out of here. I'm about to lose my voice. Post your videos to my subreddit. Whoa. Really? Hey, wait a second. X93705X. Wow, that's a lot. What's your subreddit? Because hey, put your subreddit up here. Or let me know what it is. I mean, that'd be great. I don't mind naming it here. Even if you can't share a link, type it up. Because I know some of the explorers on here use Reddit. And if they're not using your Reddit, they should be. Help your Reddit out. Thanks, Jessica. So yeah, if you're still there, X93705X, at least list your name, your Reddit if you can't post a link. I use very few mods. There's a few people I've known for a long time, so it's the only reason I don't change it. Oh, did you? I get a special flare? Cool. Which Reddit's yours, though? Make sure you name your Reddit so people know to go and use your Reddit. Cool. But yeah, name it, because I am going to get off here in about a minute or so. I got a lot to do. I got some chest therapy, breathing treatments to do for my crappy lungs. And my dog is upstairs. He was barking downstairs a minute ago. I think he's hungry. And he's a big dog, so I don't want him starving because he might eat a cat. So I'll give you a second here. Oh, there it is. Oh, Derelict. Yes. Dude, you've got a great one. Hey, everybody that's still on here, if you're an urban explorer, check out our Derelict on Reddit. It is a very busy one. And Jessica, if you're still here and you like to learn about urban exploring, check out our Derelict also on Reddit. You'll find a lot of good pictures and videos on there. It is a very busy and growing subreddit for urban exploring people. It has grown a lot. Man, yeah, X93705. That is a good Reddit. A lot of people use that one. Dude, you've been growing. You gave me a special flair, dude. I thank you very much. I mean, I'm telling you right now, without Reddit, YouTube would die. Without you guys with these good Reddits out there, YouTube would croak. YouTube really needs Reddit. I'm just telling you. But yeah, no, I didn't post it first. X93, I didn't post it first, but did that time. So everybody, check out our derelict on Reddit. Especially if you're an urban explorer or want to learn about urban exploring or watch urban exploring videos and pictures. Check it out. Oh, thanks. I don't try to be the top contributor. I like to share. I don't like to hog a Reddit. There's a few I don't even post in anymore because I feel like I was hogging a Reddit. I don't want to do that. But yours is pretty busy. I don't think I can really, if I'm the most top contributor, that's cool as long as I'm not I don't want to be hogging it. I never want to make the owner of a Reddit or a mad or even the people on it. I'm always trying to make sure I don't drown it. But no, thank you. I mean, thanks for the Reddit. And it's such a good name. That is a great one. Unfortunately, man, I do have to get off here. It's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. I'm losing my voice. I have a hungry dog, and I have stuff for my crappy lungs to do. Well, thanks. Yeah, I hope it does encourage people. I think next time I'll even post there's a word link on there saying that people should be posting there. But I have no problem sharing your Reddit on here. Make sure you stop by and feel free to plug your Reddit. It is a good Reddit, and I think urban explorers should be watching and posting. Me too, Jessica. Thank you. And I know I said it before, everybody. I do have to get off here. I love doing live streams, but I do got things I need to do also. So I'm going to get out, and thank you all very much. And see you next Tuesday, if not before, as I maybe do a short live here and there from a couple places in my area. And see you next week or earlier. Thank you all very, very much. And thanks for the Reddit again, man.